Oh, hey, get ready to enjoy this great podcast with Courtney and her friends, fueled by Salt and Smoke. You're cute.
Sometimes things are tough, but if you got your family, it's enough. Making lots of friends along the way, especially in the Great Taste Gang. We've got your latest food news and scores from the Cardinals and the Blues. Nikki's part of the crew, and Greg Warren too. SeaWorld and Brando and TC too. And Ethan and Sean and Emily and Mark and Marty and Randy. Guy and Risley and all the moms and convies. Welcome to the Courtney Show.
Hello, welcome to Wednesday. Seen on Facebook, lots of people are enjoying spring break.
That's cool. Yeah, I never realized when that happens because we don't get like a whole week off for like the kids.
You don't? Mm-mm. I don't recall having a spring break. I think I've talked about this in the past.
Seems to be popular on this side of the river.
Yeah. Do you think that's it? Because I don't, and I don't think I knew about it until college. Even though I did partake. Here comes Tim running down the hall. When I was in but in high school, I got to go on spring break. I talked about that a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
With all the college kids. But
it wasn't until college that I experienced.
Did you go
sort of like a whole break?
Did you ever go anywhere crazy for spring break?
Not crazy. I went to Florida with my mom and dad over spring break.
You got all crazy?
Yeah. So that was pretty exciting. My girlfriend at the time, she went, so.
Oh.
Yeah.
That was probably a big deal back then.
Yeah.
Taking a girlfriend on a trip.
Yeah, that was absolutely a big deal.
I'm really tired today because I went to the Blues game last night.
And it was a late one.
Yeah.
With no win.
No win.
Bummer. You stayed?
I stayed till the very end. And so did, surprisingly, almost everyone.
Yeah, because it's a tight race.
And there wasn't a lot of... It was a game that was moving the whole time. Like, not a lot of stop in play.
Yeah.
And so there was a minute left. I thought for sure when the clock stopped at like a little over a minute, we were going to see the mass exodus. No.
It stayed till the end.
Everyone's
rooting them on.
Yeah,
so many people stayed to the end because, you're going to be pulling the goalie. Got an extra man on ice.
No, anything can happen.
Anything can happen. And it didn't. Sadly.
Yeah, it's a bummer.
Yeah, it was a bummer. But, man, these seats, I got to sit in that Bommarito section that's on one side of the ice.
Oh.
And you get service, like waiters and waitresses take your order. There's a buffet. And you have all this room. Like, crazy amount of room. There's little tables, little tiny tables.
Yeah, I remember when that was new whenever they did the Enterprise reboot.
I'd never sat in those before. Real nice. I think they're all owned by people that go to a lot of games.
Oh, it's like season tickets. Like those are theirs.
Yes, it's like the green seats.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And so the wait staff knows the newcomers.
Yeah.
Because none of the seats are marked. So like the level,
how do you know where you're supposed to sit?
They know the outsiders, and they'll come up to you and they'll say, "Do you know where your seats are?" They immediately approached us.
Really?
We did not look like we belonged.
And then how do they find out?
I think they just recognize people that aren't their normal.
Right, but you're assigned to a seat, right? Or are you saying they just seat you somewhere?
Well, we gave them our tickets and they knew where we were.
Got it.
Like we showed them, we showed them our tickets. They knew exactly where we were.
Oh, interesting.
So they know.
Yeah.
But it's a way for them, I think, to ferret out.
See, yeah.
Yeah, like
who
belongs
Who
here.
are the Hoosiers that
Who
have
belongs
wandered
here.
in.
And I can tell you another reason they probably approached us. My friend Susan was just baffled by how cold it was. I don't think she's been to a game. Maybe it's been years and years. She doesn't go to a lot of hockey games.
Oh.
Her husband, Greg's one that got us tickets. She had on maybe the thinnest shirt possible. Like a silk shirt. I had a coat. I brought a coat.
It's
because
cold in there.
It's real cold.
Yeah.
And she looks at me when we sit down. Well, when you're walking down the hall, it's cold. In the club level. That's right. And I I didn't say anything because I just think if you haven't been in a while, you forget, I think. Mm-hmm. But it was such a thin shirt. We sit down and she says to me, "Is it this cold because of the ice?" And I said, "Yeah."
That's like a giant air conditioner out there.
Well, she was very put off by this. She says, "You would think we'd have the technology to make it comfortable for everyone else in here." And I was like, well,
wouldn't be good for the ice,
It's not good for the ice. The ice is the most important thing.
Yes.
And those warm weather cities, they always have issues with their ice.
Yeah.
But she could not. She's like, "We're paying their salaries." I'm like, "We're not doing anything."
She sounds like a delight.
She's pretty funny.
We're paying their salaries.
She was really bothered by how cold it was. And I didn't even think about telling her. The last time we went, I forgot about how cold it is. And I spent a lot of time at ice rinks, but if you're not thinking about it.
Right.
Yeah.
I wore a sweater, though.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I wasn't in a silk shirt that was freezing cold.
Well, and I mean, if you got club money cash, you could probably swing over to the team store and grab a sweatshirt.
She talked about going and getting a sweatshirt, but she didn't.
I think every game you see that, especially if it's nice outside. You see plenty of people who are like, "Well, I'm going to the Blues store."
Yeah, they know.
When we went on Sunday, there was a lot of people wearing clearly just purchased, and maybe just to get in on it, the St. Patrick's Day Blues stuff.
Well,
sure.
It's also, like, sometimes I'll either buy my merchandise at Schnucks or at a game because I'm ill prepared.
Yeah.
And I don't think I'm alone in that. Yeah, like, I'm really hot at a Cardinals game and I might need something, or it starts raining and I'm not prepared.
Sure, the rain, I think that gets a lot of people.
Yeah.
All of a sudden you're buying those little thin ponchos for $50.
And everybody looks silly in them. But the Blues, I mean, they looked good last night.
I know, they're figuring it out.
It was a fun game. And Colorado, if you're going to lose, by the way, tons of Avalanche fans there.
Really?
Whenever they scored, I'm like, wait, why are there so many Avalanche fans here?
Why would they be traveling?
And they have 90-something points. It's not like they're teetering.
They're in.
They have a great record. But there were a lot
Wonder why.
of Colorado Avalanche fans there. People like Stan Kroenke, apparently.
Yeah, they're big fans.
They're Stans.
We should probably get those people out of here.
I don't know, but lots of that bothered me. I'm all mad at the Avalanche fans for being at our game.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
But yeah, that was a bummer. Four wins in a row. I am 1-1 on the season, so it's not like I've lost both games.
Okay.
We won the first game I went to, lost the second one.
Mm-hmm.
And then, so the in-house entertainment people.
Yeah.
That one girl,
Chelsea.
She's really good.
She's great.
So she's just personality plus.
Yeah, she's very likable.
She's really, really good. The guy, I don't get the guy hire. He looks like he's a civics teacher.
He does look like he's a civics teacher, but he's
that
better.
fella?
He's got a little snark to him. He's fine.
Does he?
Yeah, he's all right.
I don't know.
They need so many different people.
I think that they trade off on games, and they're probably all around.
And they intentionally cycle it out every year.
No,
I know so many people that have
those
done
two
that.
have been the same people since last year.
Oh,
so this is
they
their
were both
second
there last
year.
Interesting.
Because our friend Carly did it for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Now she's moved on. This is the deal. You move on from your stadium game host to other places. Now she's at Battlehawks.
Battlehawks.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. But I don't know. I just thought I'd bring that up.
Yeah.
He just doesn't look like the type that would... Where did he come from?
I have no
Chelsea,
idea.
I know, is on Channel 2, and she does a noon show.
Yeah.
But who is he?
I don't know who he is.
Just someone that had a dream to play games? Is he a DJ?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Because there's another DJ.
I'm very, very curious about that.
Yeah, I'm too. I don't know what his story is. I know who you're talking about.
But it was a big deal going out on a Tuesday night. I don't do it often.
Good for you.
Except for Golf League. I do often.
I'm
go
sorry
out on
you didn't
Tuesday.
get the. I really wanted that win.
Yeah, I know. I was bummed out. I think a lot of people complain about when they go to a Blues game having to deal with getting out. It was so easy, and everybody who stayed till the end. But for all the worry you do about
I know
parking and leaving and getting home, getting in is a little trickier.
Yeah.
but leaving, it was a breeze.
Yeah. It's great, man. The changes they made there, it's such a good time.
Yeah, that going home part, that freaks me out.
Yeah, because you're like, what am I,
Like,
how late is it going to be?
Yeah.
Especially for you live so far away. I would probably be leaving a little early.
I usually do, and I hate that.
I know, you don't want to be that person, but you got to go all the way to the loo.
We left
Waterloo.
ours early, but we were up 4-1, so it was
Yes. That's
no
totally
guilt.
fine.
Yep, felt
totally
great.
fine. What about you guys? How were your evenings?
It was good. I was able to get in to see that specialist
Shut
yesterday, and everything's all cleared up.
May sent me a picture of exactly what Brando had on his hand yesterday.
Oh, yeah. I figured it was a
Severe
device
injury
like that.
on my hand.
It's
Yeah, I got a
very
lot
much,
of texts
May.
after I posted that picture.
nail through the finger trick is what it's called, and it's out of stock. He bought the last one.
I don't know what you're talking about.
What else happened yesterday? What else did you do yesterday?
Owen had his like bowling, not ceremony. What is it? Banquet
Yes,
last night. So
banquet.
we went and did that. And it was funny. I picked him up after play practice, because their play is coming up next week. So it's getting down to the wire here.
Man,
He's going to do this play.
They have really practiced.
They practice
a lot.
And like the last couple weeks, they practice every day. It's like doon, doon, doon. But I picked him up yesterday, and he's starting to wear like his little costume when they're
They're doing dress
they're doing
rehearsals.
dress rehearsal. They're over at the high school, so they're in their auditorium thing there.
What's the play again? What is it?
I don't even know what it's called.
Seriously?
To be honest, no, I don't.
Ours was a made-up play. I think they buy.
What? What do you mean?
Well, when you're in
Yeah.
grade school, your school buys. There's plays that are written for schools.
Yeah, he's not doing like Rent.
Yeah, they're not doing high schools when they do the bigger productions. Like ours was called Sis Boom Ba. It was a football
Yeah, this is
musical.
some sort of murder mystery.
Really?
Yeah,
He might be into
there's
it.
a whole. You should think about that as a. You could write a play. You could write a musical.
Thanks.
And
No, I'm just saying those things. There's a.
Think about that as a what?
and there's a
No,
lot of
you have so
parts.
many side projects.
Yeah.
Here's a new one.
Why not? But yeah, I think there's always a lot of parts. I think there's a junior high type style play, but that's whatever they're doing. I don't know what it's called.
Huh.
But that's next week. And when I picked him up, he was just like, if I'm feeling really good about my my acting debut, which was coming up. I was like, whoa, hold on.
This may be a whole new.
He thinks this is just
This is
gonna
the beginning of
opening some
stardom.
doors. Yeah, some
Wow.
doors are going to be opened after next week. The world is not ready for his performance, according to him.
I can't wait to hear all about it.
Yeah.
And how many performances will they have?
There's just two.
Is there an afternoon one?
No.
I always love the afternoon
No,
performances
that's what I
for
said.
my
I
nieces.
kept saying too. I was like, "Where's the afternoon, like the dress rehearsal thing?" They don't do it. They do it for high school, but they don't do it
Really?
for junior high. So I'm gonna try to stay. Oh, I forgot. I looked at my agenda. I think I'm gonna stay for. I'm gonna go to the first night and then leave that night because next week I'm gonna be out of town for a few days.
You're going to enjoy spring break.
Yes, but I have to leave. Originally I had to miss the play. Now I'm gonna stay for the play and then leave right after the play because we're going to Branson.
Yeah, the opening of the big roller
Yeah,
coaster.
fire in the hole. So I was last year. I was there
Yes.
whenever they made the announcement.
You had to be there for the opening.
Yeah. So now it's the grand opening.
Awesome.
So that's next week.
What about you, Tim?
It's really exciting.
How's everybody
I
doing?
got caught behind the Creve Coeur Fire Department was dispatching, so I got caught there this morning. That's why I'm late. I apologize.
Is that the only reason?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't get caught by it.
Well, I know it didn't happen 3 hours ago.
It hasn't been. I haven't been here 3 hours.
No, it only cost me a few minutes, but I was only a couple minutes late.
How was everything at home?
I'm just worried about the good people at Creve Coeur right now. Everything at home
I'm
is
sure the cat's fine.
fine. Yeah, I had to redress this band. I'm getting pretty sick of this whole thumb situation. It
It's
hurts,
bigger
man.
now.
Yeah, I know, because I
Longer.
had to rewrap it myself.
It doesn't look as good as it did yesterday.
No, I know, because a medical professional did it yesterday.
Oh, got it.
Looks like a hot dog now.
I know. Well, I forgot to kind of seal the top, so I had to redo that, and I was jumping all over the place.
I get that caught in another door.
It was a bad deal, but it was good.
Yeah. Now it's in the way of doors.
I know. It's not great. I spent some time with Sean and Greg, our buddy Greg Warren. They send their best.
Send our best to them.
I will. I'll send that best right back. And
It's been a long time since I've seen Greg, almost as long as your brother.
Oh, yeah, that's
oh
true.
yeah. Well, Greg will be around real soon because he's got a weekend coming up at the St. Charles Funny Bone.
Oh, yeah.
In April.
So
he's going to come in here and hang out, talk about that. It's going to be great.
You'll be on paternity leave, so he's going to come in and fill some gaps.
He is, yes.
That's great.
He's a real hero.
He really is.
Yeah, so it was good. You guys were talking about spring break when I walked in?
Yeah.
I hit some spring breaks back in the day.
Tell me when you were in college.
Yeah, in senior year of high school, I went to Cancun. Sophomore year of college, I went back to Cancun.
Senior year in high school, you went to Cancun with their parents.
There was an uncle. One guy's uncle came with us.
Was it Rico?
No.
Was he there just to buy the beer?
No, just to kind of like, I don't know. One guy thought it was important.
I agree.
Whatever. The parents were all like,
that's good.
okay, great. Yeah, it was good. He wasn't like weird or anything.
Without the uncle, you wouldn't have been able to go.
Yeah, most likely. So, yeah. And then back sophomore year of college to Cancun. And then Ludo played a bunch of spring break stuff. I think we've talked about that. We played one year we did Lake Havasu and Panama City Beach, and everybody thought Luda was playing. So that when we played, everyone showed up thinking they were going to see Ludacris.
That is so funny. Terrible, but great.
It worked out. We won.
You won some hearts.
Maybe 3 of them over.
I know.
And then a lot of disappointed faces.
Oh, that's very funny.
So we played Throw Them Bows just to make them. You guys remember that one?
No, of course I don't.
Luda? Nothing?
No. What year was this? 90?
I was when I was in college.
2000?
Throw Them Bows. And when you're out on the floor.
2000?
Yeah, sounds good.
Yeah. No.
That sounds right.
No, I wasn't listening. Ludacris was not on my playlist.
No.
I think at that time I was real into Rufus Wainwright.
Oh, fair enough.
2000?
Yeah.
I was really rocking.
What, 2000? I was at Y98 then for a year. I'd been there a year.
I think you know it.
I was at QLZ, and then shortly after that, down in Springfield, Missouri, at an alternative station. So
I don't know. Maybe
was
Matt.
rock and
I
roll
don't know
time,
who I
Do you know
was.
any Ludacris songs?
No.
Really?
Maybe if you played one.
I've just never had a hip hop
Trying to
phase.
think of what his biggest song
I
would
love
be.
his acting.
Luda? Yeah, he's
Yeah.
He
good.
does a good job.
I love him
Super
in that
talented.
peanut butter commercial.
Yes.
It's hilarious.
Yeah.
Some of his latest work. Yeah, he was great at the halftime show.
Yeah.
He's great. I was disappointed Luda wasn't playing. I was like, oh, it's us. Just us again.
I guess we should probably get on with it. We do have a lot of stuff. Man, it feels like this week, Monday and Tuesday, we're 5 shows.
I agree.
Yeah, we feel like the week is completely backwards. Usually we build up to these big extravaganzas.
Don't expect a lot today. I think Monday and Tuesday, we've given you plenty.
We delivered. And by we mean the other people that came in.
Yeah.
Yeah, they really did.
We've had some big names in studio and Todd Newton.
Todd was great. A lot of people I talked to yesterday talked about how great
he was enjoyable.
Uh-huh.
It was a lot of fun.
Real funny, yeah.
So that show is tomorrow?
I think it's tonight.
Tonight. Yeah,
Today's the
tonight.
20th, yeah. National
You know what
Salad
I'm
Day? It's
confusing? I'm confusing Vicky and Shannon.
That's right. That's tomorrow.
That's tomorrow night from
Okay.
The Real Housewives of OC.
Where are they?
They're going to be at Helium
Oh, cool.
tomorrow night, and we're going to talk to them today.
No kidding?
Yeah, I full disclosure, we interviewed them yesterday after the show.
Oh, come on.
behind the curtain.
I have so many questions.
You have not one, and I was from the very beginning. I don't watch any of the Housewives anymore. None of them. I'm not even in on Vanderpump Rules. I think I'm done.
Wow.
Yeah,
They brought you in with the Scandival.
they did. I was back, but
And
now
you
they're
were right
trying
back
to.
out.
I think it's time to move on.
Yeah, people probably burnt out from the scandal.
Yeah, the scandal, and then still talking about the
they
scandal.
Keep going on about it, right?
Because it was only filmed 4 months, I think 3 months after they had their reunion.
Yeah.
So it was still fresh for all of them, but we're a year and some months beyond it.
You're kind of over it.
So yeah, I'm looking forward to it, kind of. Really, Vicky is the original housewife. Mm-hmm. One of the originals.
Yeah, she's like one that I recognize. Oh, I remember that group.
Yeah, but I do have some questions that I will definitely ask about Love Live, like their love lives, what's going on with Tamra.
I want to know what goes on at this show. Is it podcast style?
That wasn't. Oh, I did ask that. That's part of it.
There's some dancing. I heard dancing.
Hey, listen, if Countess Luann can get up there and sing Fleetwood Mac,
they could be doing some
Vicky
dancing.
and Shannon, do what you want. People are there just to see them, and it's pop culture.
Sure.
That is at Helium tomorrow night. We will talk to them today. And we also have a friend of yours coming in. She's been performing all over the St. Louis area for a little while, but she's going to be at Del Mar Hall.
Yeah, it's a Taylor Swift tribute that they do, and it's awesome. It's sold out, unfortunately, but
I know.
I think she's given us. Her name is Courtney. She sings in this Taylor Swift tribute that's just been this sensation, and now they've got a sold out show at Del Mar Hall. But I think we've got a pair that we're going to give away. So if you're into Taylor Swift, it'll be.
Oh, that's great news! Yeah. Great news! All right, so that's going to happen today in the 9 o'clock hour. We have Wheel of Questions. We've got tickets. Punk, Can You Feel the Punk tonight? That's Tim doing Disney songs, punk rock versions of Disney songs. And we'll have tickets for Throwback Live. And then in First Five Notes, tickets to join me with John Cusack on March 30th, next Saturday at Stiefel Theater for a Say Anything screening and Q&A with John Cusack. That is First Five Notes. And Yacht Rock sails on. We've got Yacht Rock Madness happening. We'll give you the next two matchups. We'll also reveal who won. And you still have time to vote.
Yep.
Until 7 o'clock, you can go to 1065thearch.com. Our matchups are Fleetwood Mac Dreams versus Kenny Loggins, This Is It. And then Alan Parsons' Project Eye in the Sky against Africa by Toto. You have about 30 minutes to vote for that, and we will reveal one of the winners in about an hour. If you guys want to text us, Cheney Window and Door text line, we'd love to hear from you. 314-669-4665.
Baseball.
The Hollywood Outsider on 106.5 The Arch.
Former Nickelodeon producer Dan Schneider watched that new docuseries, Quiet on the Set, The Dark Side of Kids TV, and he says he's really sorry.
Watching over the past 2 nights, very difficult, facing my past behaviors, some of which are embarrassing and that I regret, and I definitely owe some people a pretty strong apology.
So in a new video, he said it obviously was very difficult to watch. He wishes he could go back and bring the growth and the experience that he has now and just do a better job and never, ever feel like it was okay to be a
creep
jerk to anyone ever. It's weird, though. There's a whole video, him talking about it up on the blog. A lot of times, when these people get accused of stuff, they avoid it. They don't want to talk about it, and he's like right away out there confronting it. So I don't know.
I don't know. I think he's done more than just been offensive. This is scarred children.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I mean, he was dealing with really young people at a crucial developmental stage of their life.
Yeah, he's done, right? I mean, he's not.
And the scars that they have, I can't imagine.
Yeah. But that, I don't know, that whole docuseries is out there. You need to watch it. Joey Fatone says the NSYNC boys aren't just waiting around for Justin Timberlake to call. He says, in fact, sometimes they even have to say no to him because everybody's doing things. So whether it works out or it doesn't. Joey went on to say there are no plans for the group to do anything else right now.
Do you know Joey's coming to town with... Joey from NSYNC and AJ from the Backstreet Boys are coming to town together. I think it's such a brilliant idea.
Sure,
play songs from both groups, and there's 2 of them, and they're stars. These are people that were biggest things on the planet, so he's got to make some money. I think that's smart, though.
I mean, I believe that they have stuff going on, but if there's an opportunity for NSYNC to reunite at any point, you have to do it, right? If you're not Justin Timberlake,
I think Justin Timberlake is using them to help himself
fix his image.
Oh, absolutely, no doubt.
But it only helps bolster these types of projects, with going out there.
You're absolutely right. He would drop anything. I mean, they all honestly seem to be doing fine.
Right.
But yeah, they would drop anything. I wonder if those negotiations have already begun. If Justin's trying to take a bigger piece, if they were to do a tour like that, and what that looks like.
Don't you think Justin he wants to resurrect his solo career more than anything?
Oh, yeah.
I don't think he wants to take this step back to this unless he has to.
It's a smart path to that.
To resurrection.
But it's a big ego hit to go back and be like, oh, I guess I got to get the band back together.
Yeah, because he's not coming at it from a place like when Beyonce had the other two. Where it's like, there's no question. Beyonce has only risen from the time she began. It's a much different look.
Sounds like Jenny McCarthy's time at the Playboy Mansion was kind of gross.
I went to the party, so I got to see a lot of that action because there was like only hot women and the ugliest dudes. They were like really, really old. It was like Viagra Central.
She does say, however, she lived at the mansion during a good time because that's when Hugh Hefner was married to Kimberly Conrad. So you didn't have to
worry about it.
Hef was
Uncle
occupied.
Creepy.
Yes, he was occupied. You didn't have to do anything with him. And she said Pamela Anderson was the same way. She was there during that same time. So they have different memories than what we saw on the show.
Yeah.
What was that?
Girls Next Door?
Yeah. Because you knew it was gross. Ewan McGregor and his wife, Mary Elizabeth Winstead, used an intimacy coordinator for hanky-panky scenes in their new series, A Gentleman in Moscow. And so you'd think, they're together. Why would they need an intimacy coordinator? And Ewan says, if you were doing a dance scene, you'd have a choreographer, which I guess that makes sense. But he says it's important. It's an important part of the work now because it's somebody that the director and actors meet in the middle. So we've talked about that before. It's not just, all right, now you do this,
they had
now you
a
do
weird,
that, but it's like controlling the set and who's there and, because they're naked.
Mm-hmm.
I really like her. Didn't they have a weird beginning?
Yeah, I think they did Fargo together.
He was married for years.
Yes, and he stepped out with her.
Oh, with this lady.
Fargo, and then his kids were calling him out. And, yeah.
Ariana Grande just settled her divorce from that Dalton Gomez. She is going to give him a one-time payment of,
oh boy,
$1.25 million. That seems low.
Well,
I mean, $1 million is $1 million, but
how long were they?
He can retire.
Married?
Not a year, 2 years?
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, you're right. She got off easy because she was the one who was running around.
Yeah, exactly. He didn't do anything wrong. I mean, that I know of, that we know of. Whoopi Goldberg says she's been using that Mounjaro to lose weight. She says at the time she started taking it, she weighed almost 300 pounds. She said, I just always felt like me, and then I saw me, and I thought, oh, that's a lot of me. I know the feeling, Whoopi. ESPN reporter Hannah Storm has been diagnosed with breast cancer. But the good news is, she said the doctors caught it early, so they were able to remove the cancerous lump. They didn't have to do extravagant surgery for it, so we hope for the best for her. Danny DeVito says he and Arnold Schwarzenegger are working on a new movie together. I don't know what it would be, because we know that the twins thing is done. Mm-hmm. That's the one that was Eddie Murphy was going to be in it. So that's completely out of the picture. So this is something new. Don't know. This is interesting. Travis Kelce is in talks to host a reboot of the game show Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader?
I'm not, by the way.
No, I'm terrible.
Based on that original show with Jeff Foxworthy, it was tough.
Well, as soon as they throw out a math question or something, or an English question where they're breaking down sentences, you're like, oh, I don't remember any of this.
It's difficult.
Travis Kelce?
But yeah, Travis Kelce is
seems like a bad idea.
Is he that's who he is now?
No, because you have to have Jeff Foxworthy. I didn't watch the show.
Oh, you mean the professional comedian that hosted
Yeah,
it?
that's what I mean. He was...
Yeah.
It takes more than just reading questions.
Right. Well, and it's who did the other one? Cosby did Kids Say the Darndest
Things.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
Those guys are real good.
I don't know what's going to happen with this. That's going to air on.
Good at that.
Yeah, Prime Video.
Thank you.
It'll be on Prime. Lady Gaga is going to go back to Vegas. She's planning on doing what they're calling a jazz and piano residency this summer. So does that mean she won't do any of her songs?
Did she do that before?
She's just doing like all the big band stuff. And
I mean, she can sing. I'd like to hear her sing. I remember when she did that Sound of Music thing. I'd like to hear more of that.
Yeah.
It was pretty good.
And
I would love to see her do a whole musicals thing.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. That Joker movie will come out too with her, which will be a big deal.
I mean, her last big hit was not a good one. Wasn't it?
Song?
Yeah, wasn't it?
What was that song called?
Fall. What's it?
Million Reasons?
No, the one from Star is Born.
Oh.
Wasn't that her last big song?
I was thinking of there was a solo album.
Which is one of the absolute worst songs I've ever heard in my life. The Eagles wouldn't have put that out.
That hurt somebody.
Yeah,
listening.
come on, the Eagles.
Eagles wouldn't have touched that.
I'm Brando, your Hollywood outsider.
We are just a few minutes away from revealing one of the matchups from Yacht Rock Madness that is moving on. And we will play that song. But you still have time. Get that vote in if you are a part of it. Even if you're not, have fun messing with other people's brackets.
Braggabuster.
You can do it on the Arch app, which is very simple apparently, or you can go to the website 1065thearch.com. Somebody's going to win $500, and thanks to the loading dock on the river in Grafton, Illinois for sponsoring Yacht Rock Madness. This is a crazy story. I thought it could be a question of the day. We may have done a question of the day similar to this before, but there's lots of stories out there. So this realtor, this story is a few years old, but it just went to court, all right? There was a real estate agent in Australia, and she was having an open house, and she was preparing for an open house. The house at the time had renters. So she was getting it, running around. Mm-hmm. I just picture, what's her face? Warren Beatty's, Annette Bening in American Beauty.
Yeah.
Like vacuuming. And so she was running around trying to get everything cleaned up for the open house. And she noticed that outside there was some bedding that was hanging out back to dry. Not a great look for prospective buyers.
Nope.
And so she balled it up. And then she took it downstairs and threw it on a shelf under a lamp. She then turned that light on. About 20 minutes later, a major fire broke out.
Oh, no.
A majority of the house was burned down to the studs. They determined later that it started because of that bedding and the basement light. Mm-hmm. The light heated the blankets up, which were right up against it, so it was touching.
Yeah.
They caught fire. It tore through the house, and it was just decided in court. She said, and the owner told the judge that the real estate agent admitted at the time it was her fault, telling him, "Oh my God, I think I've burnt down your house." But in an Australian accent.
Yeah, which is much funnier.
But in court,
Crikey!
There you go. But in court, she argued that the owner and the renters were also to blame because she wasn't aware the lamp would cause anything on the shelf to heat up like that. In the end, the court ruled that the real estate agent's negligence was at fault, and she created the risk. That was all her fault, and the company she worked for was ordered to pay damages to both the homeowner and the renters who lost all of their belongings.
Stuff, yeah. I mean, that feels
right.
Nations Network would never pull anything like that, just so you guys know.
I thought it would be...
They've not burned down a single house that they've listed, so...
Do you have that?
We know this.
Do you know that for sure?
Yeah, it's in the...
fine print?
Stuff. Yeah, they're always touting that.
I think you're just assuming.
But the dumbest thing you did on the job. No one's going to beat this. But what's a big... numbskull move.
Oh, yeah.
That you...
We have done something similar, because I told the story when I backed into the car.
Yes. I've done lots of dumb things. Lots and lots.
I always think of Chris's.
At the mailing.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's one of the best.
Well then, since we've done this before, Who's burned down a house? No, I'm just
What have you burned down? On purpose? As a joke?
If you guys want to text us, we'd love to, if there's new people listening, you're new, you'd have a new story to share. The Cheney window and door text line 314-669-4665.
The Courtney Show.
Can't wait to show my friends today. Best thing I saw yesterday.
I have to hand it to Brando. That was pretty smooth, man. I told him 1 second ago, that we should just go right into this since we have to play one of the winners for Yacht Rock Madness. And just even with the fake injury, still on top of it.
I mean, it looks great today. You can hardly even tell that I was literally impaled.
I did not see a ton yesterday because I was at the Blues game, but there are a couple things that I did see. This made me laugh, and this is so true for so many people. Once you make the mistake, you will never do it again. My friend got dumped last night, and this morning we had a group FaceTime call where everyone shared how much we hated him, and it was about 2 hours of going through what a garbage man this is. At one point, I said NASA is still looking for his hairline, and now they're back together. Dude, once you make the mistake of like revealing true feelings,
yep,
that's the kiss of death for you. That means they're getting back together. But once you make that mistake, you never are truthful again.
Yeah.
I mean, you want to be truthful, but you can't. Did I ever post this one on the Courtney Show STL? The where do you see yourself in 10 years guy?
And what is it again?
It's him drinking a glass of wine with cats holding glasses of wine all around him. I think that's worth a look for you guys on the Courtney Show STL on Instagram and Facebook. And then one more, and this is not really a best thing that I saw, but an interesting thing I saw in Fairview Heights, where I live. The Fairview Heights police started getting a bunch of reports of fraudulent bank activity with customers at different banking institutions. Apparently, they're doing that. So I'm just letting you know there's skimming devices being put on, like, at banks on the ATM and also at gas stations on the ATMs.
Oh, man.
And they say it's, the skimming device, it's hard to spot all the time, but you have to really take a look. So before you swipe your card, and this has happened in Fairview Heights, there were 12 reports that they got over the weekend.
I wonder, and this wouldn't be in the story, but does that affect the chip reader, or is it just the swipe? Because I know the old ones it was a swipe. There was a thing that would read it.
I don't know, but I always at the gas station do my zip code on because of that.
Oh, yeah.
Because they say they're usually, you find them most at a gas station pump or an ATM.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know why. Sometime a long time ago, I heard if you put your zip code in, they can't get your PIN.
How do you choose to put your zip code in? It gives you an option?
Yeah, I don't know you have the option.
PIN or zip?
Sometimes it just comes up one way or the other.
Well,
interesting.
When in doubt, go zip. I don't have any information about this. I don't even know if it's true. But you hear something one time.
Oh, sure.
But I'm just letting you know. Be alert if you are in Fairview Heights using your debit card.
Okay, I got a couple things. This is from Sarah, I believe. Yes, she said, working in customer service while trying to censor my cursing has me out here using phrases like holy cannoli and what in tarnation? It just really fiddles my stick sometimes,
It's like my friend Aletha says, my land. Or she says, my Lanta.
My Lanta. I like that. And this is pretty good. So it was one of those homework. It's like some picture of some kid who's done homework or a test or something, and how they've answered a question. And so the question is, there are 5 blanks basically below the question. The question is just write 5 words that you can spell. And the
They
kid
just did all-
wrote 5 words you can spell. And she gave him credit for all 5. She said, great. She said, very clever.
It'll work once. That's my kind of kid right there.
I got a picture of, it's obviously a very small apartment. It's a kitchen sink and then a stove and an oven. And then right next to it is a toilet and a bathtub. And then on the wall, above all these things, it says neither bathroom nor kitchen. It's the bitchin'.
What is that about?
It's just a really small apartment. I mean, you'll do what you can in some of these places. And then somebody's got a photo and a caption. The caption says, today I made a pan-seared pork belly with a brioche bun and a reduced tomato puree. And it's just a person holding a hot dog with ketchup on it. And then finally, Kate Kelly Esquire on Twitter said, ages of the founding fathers on July 4th, 1776. James Monroe, 18. Aaron Burr, 20. Alexander Hamilton, 21. James Madison, 25. Thomas Jefferson, 33. John Adams, 40. George Washington, 44. Like, what? This explains so much. The Constitution was basically a Reddit post.
That is crazy. The Courtney Show STL, those are the best things we saw. We will have those posted a little later. Just go to the story on either Instagram or Facebook. It is time for a reveal of one of the matches for Yacht Rock Madness. I have to say, this match number 3 really shook me to the core.
Really?
Oh, really? This hurt?
This one hurt me because I feel like the song, this first matchup, and we will play the song that lost out, is right in the sweet spot of Yacht Rock. It's Kenny Loggins. It's Michael McDonald. Mm-hmm. It just, I can't believe, but the match number 3, it was Fleetwood Mac Dreams beating 58% to Kenny Loggins. This is at 42%.
Man.
People have spoken.
I mean, it was close, but to me.
So you're hoping that people vote for the most yacht rock song?
No, I guess they like Dreams better.
Because I voted, I would say I voted for Dreams. Even though this is it. I love that song,
it's
but I like Dreams a little bit more. I don't like that the two had to face each other.
I hate
in the
it
first
for
round.
both of them.
Yeah.
I hate to have
That's a tough first round.
Kenny out of it.
Yeah, because that one, I agree with Brandon. That one is so yachty. But yeah, Dreams, even though I'm not a huge
I'm not a
Fleetwood
fan
Mac
of
guy,
Dreams.
Dreams is a great song.
I think it was just overplayed there for a while because the cranberry juice dude.
Yeah,
and so everybody went back in on it.
Oh, yeah.
Well, that is match 3 winner. You can vote starting now. Those 2 matches are closed. We will reveal your next 2 matchups, and it's all brought to you by the Loading Dock on the river in Grafton, Illinois. 1065thearch.com. But here's your match number 3 winner. It's Dreams, Fleetwood Mac on The Courtney Show.
Food Court.
1065 The Arch.
Food Court is brought to you by the Schnucks Rewards app. Earn 2% back on every purchase with the Schnucks Rewards app. Anybody eat anything interesting?
Did some mod pizza last night.
It's a good pizza.
I'm a big fan.
Is it?
Yeah.
I've never had it.
It's real fast. It's a chain, and it's kind of a, you tell me, it's like a Chipotle setup at a pizza place.
Yeah.
We did a little delivery. Yeah, it's nice.
It's like, that, nothing.
They do a good job. They got they got vegan cheese. They got veggie sausage.
Oh yeah.
For a guy like me, it's good.
I had I'm 2 for 2 on Steve's hot dogs at Blues games.
Oh, so
even
good.
though
So good.
we have buffets up in the twice I've had a buffet. Buffets are not my game. Don't love a buffet. And I'm being looked at like, you have free food here. But I wanted hockey food. I wanted a Steve's hot dog.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Even
this
though there
was
were
like the fancy buffet.
Yes, very fair. There's always rice pilaf.
There is
on the
always
buffet at the
rice
Blues
pilaf.
game.
Yes.
I don't see anybody with rice pilaf on their plate.
I tried it.
Did you?
Mm-hmm.
You pilafed it?
I pilafed.
All right, so I went down and got a hot dog. And here's the thing with hot dogs. I've realized that this is who I am. There is a fear that a hot dog is going to hurt me.
What are you talking about?
You had a bad experience?
Yes. Well, no, it's hit or miss where I get terrible heartburn from it because I have acid reflux.
Mm-hmm.
but I will go in on a hot dog despite not knowing if pain is going to find me.
I mean, isn't that just life? You just got to take chances.
Yeah, it's true.
But, I'm curious, like, what things are you
because you're saying
allergic
hot dog is like 50% chance. So every time you go down that road.
But I love
that's
them.
like people with dairy. Like
But I love
Alex
them
is
so
that
much.
way.
I love them so much that I'm willing to risk just some discomfort.
Yeah.
And it could have been bad because I could have gotten home and been up all night.
Yeah, Alex is like lactose intolerant, but it kind of comes and goes.
Yeah.
And so she'll
risk
roll
it.
the dice.
It's got to be good, though, for you to risk it.
Yep.
It's got to be a high quality, good hot dog if I'm going to do it.
So how'd you do last night?
Great.
Fair.
No
Can
problem.
you carry some meds with you?
I have them, but sometimes it's just
Doesn't matter.
it's not enough.
Yeah.
It's not enough. All right, so you just mentioned ice cream. Today, the whole city's talking about getting their hands on some of that Bluebell ice cream.
Oh my God, are they? So many pictures.
Trish from SoCo sent a picture early this morning that her daughter surprised her yesterday with the gooey butter cake, bringing it home.
People seem to like it too.
Yeah. I'm interested to try it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm interested to try it because there's another. I'm going to tell you that Clementine's. Is it Clementine's?
They do the gooey butter cake ice cream. Is that what you're thinking of? Yeah.
Has a great one. Sorry, but that Jenny's doesn't taste anything like it. Jenny's has a gooey butter one too.
I'm not offended.
Yeah, if you like it, I just don't think it tastes like it.
No, Clementine's
is
real
great.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But this Bluebell, I am real excited. It's got, little pieces of the gooey butter cake in it as well. And today, nope, it's not today. It's tomorrow. They're not doing a tasting today at Schnucks. Tomorrow, think ahead, Butler Hill Road, 10 to noon. You can try the Bluebell. They'll have like a little vehicle out there and they'll give little samples out. Other food news for you today. Best airports for fast food. And surprisingly, there's some airports that have no fast food.
Yeah.
No way.
So it's kind of dumb.
Yeah.
I'll just tell you the best. The best city to fly into if you want fast food is Cincinnati. That's because the average number of daily passengers per fast food place is 6,916 compared to an average of more than 25,000 passengers across other airports.
I wonder what's going on there.
I don't know. The rest of the top five, George Bush Intercontinental in Houston, the Ontario International near LA, Cleveland Hopkins International in Ohio, and Dulles. Is it Dulles?
Yeah.
Okay. International Airport near DC.
Word?
If you like variety, though, you should book a connecting flight to Dallas, Fort Worth. It has 19 different fast food chains to choose from. What do we have at Lambert? We've definitely got the Burger King, because when you walk in, there's that Burger King.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I don't ever pay attention.
I don't either.
Is there a Mike Shannon's there still?
I honestly don't know. But this is fast. This is more fast food.
Fast food?
Like LaGuardia in New York only has one, so they came in real low.
Remember we had Cheers? I thought that was pretty cool.
Oh, yeah, we did.
Fast food.
They have a Shake Shack, Terminal B.
We do?
No, LaGuardia. They only have
Everybody
one.
loves LaGuardia now, by the way. Ever since they redid it.
Oh, man, that terminal at LaGuardia is
it?
unbelievable. It's awesome.
Oh, no matter where you fly, the chains you're most likely to encounter, Chick-fil-A has the most.
I can't picture.
42% of the airports they looked at have Chick-fil-A. Some have multiple. Burger King is next.
Yeah.
Then Wendy's, McDonald's, Subway, Panda Express.
I don't feel like ours has a ton of stuff. Fast food.
I don't think so. They're more
No, I don't think it
restaurant
does.
kind of stuff.
I don't think it does.
Like Chili's or whatever.
Oh, there is a Chili's.
Yeah,
is
lots
it
of
Chili's or is it a Fridays? I don't know.
I feel like it's a Chili's.
Today is National Ravioli Day. If that interests you at all.
It does. I love ravioli.
If you toast it.
Yes, totally.
I like it both ways.
Mm-hmm.
It's World Salad Day. Do you know that?
No, I don't have that.
World Salad Day today. And friends over at Piccadilly, for every salad they sell today, they're donating a meal to the St. Louis Area Food Bank.
Okay.
Today. So if you've been looking to try Piccadilly, try it today for a good cause.
And yesterday, Wendy's debuted that Orange Dreamsicle Frosty. Wanted to just let you know that was out there available.
People are liking it.
I also saw a lot of people sharing that they went to Dairy Queen yesterday for their...
Oh, the free ice cream. Mm-hmm. Was it first day of spring?
First day of spring. Small vanilla cone they gave out yesterday. And I saw quite a line at the Dairy Queen near us yesterday as well. There's one other story I wanted to do about this. When you think of Big Mac sauce, aren't you thinking it's just like Thousand Island and ketchup?
I thought it was just,
No, it's a little different, right? It's got a slight different tang to it.
Well, it's totally different. There's no ketchup in it at all. A former McDonald's chef says that he's a TikTok. It's racked up like over 2 million views so far. And he makes it. So you can make it at home if you love the Big Mac sauce.
Oh, wow.
Yes. So here's what it is. It's mayo and the tangy qualities. It's a combination of Dusseldorf mustard and white wine vinegar. And the pink hue that you see, that you thought was ketchup, is a small dose of paprika.
Oh.
I like paprika.
Me too.
But what about then aside...
Yeah, there's like relish.
Okay, so aside from mustard, vinegar, paprika, there's mayo, sweet pickle relish, onion powder, granulated garlic, and white pepper. You whisk it together, let the seasoning settle, and rest it for a minimum of 30 minutes, and then boom, you've got a dead ringer for Big Mac sauce.
Which I love it.
Do you want me to put it up on the blog?
I think it's a great idea.
Like that.
People would like that.
All right, I'll put it up on the blog today. He's got a TikTok video you can watch for yourself. And then, would you like to know some American snacks that are banned in other countries?
Probably all the red dye stuff.
It is. I'm just going to go through it. It's all because of that, except for one. But it's weird. So one's dyes, some of them are hydrogenated oils and fats.
Mm-hmm.
So Ritz crackers are banned in Switzerland, Austria, Hungary, Iceland, Norway, Denmark. Chewing gum, because of hydrogenated cottonseed oil, which is a trans fat, and that is banned. Chewing gum has been banned in Singapore since 1992.
Yeah. Any kind of chewing gum?
That's just because they don't want it stuck on things.
That's why.
It's not about how it is for you.
Nothing to do with it.
It makes their city dirty, in their opinion.
Really?
Little.
You get whipped if you chew it.
Really?
I don't know. In that Singapore, aren't they doing all kinds of crazy
whipping it?
Yeah, they'll mess you up.
You seem to know that pretty quickly, though. It made me think that you got in trouble or something.
In Singapore? Yeah. I kept my head down. No, I've never been.
Little Debbie Swiss rolls specifically, banned in Norway and Austria because of
too bad.
Yellow 5 and Red 40.
Tasty.
Coffee Mate is banned in certain parts of Europe.
Oh, man.
Austria, Hungary, Scandinavian companies.
That feels right. I mean, what the hell is Coffee Mate?
I know, and
It's not. I know. Fruit Loops. Lots of places. Norway, France, Finland, Austria. A number of food dyes that are not allowed in products in these countries.
Color. Glows in the dark, for God's sake.
Drumstick ice. Banana tastes good. Drumstick ice cream. It contains something that can negatively affect the digestive system.
Uh-oh.
And then finally,
ice cream.
Pillsbury biscuits and crescent rolls. They're banned in many countries.
Only delicious things.
Yeah. Give me more of that hydrogenated.
Yeah, that's the best oil.
Hydrogenated.
Hydrogenate all my food.
Hydrogenated.
That is Food Court. And I'll put this on the blog, the McDonald's sauce recipe. It's brought to you by the Schnucks Rewards app.
You can do it!
I see dead people.
Hello, Newman.
Where's the beach? What you talking about, Will?
Throwback Live.
Contestants are all lined up for Throwback Live. I'll be playing for Sarah from Columbia, Illinois. Tim, you've got Candace from Festus. And Casey has... let me check real quick. I can't remember. Yes, that's correct. Candace picked Tim. I told Casey she had Tim, but she has Brando.
Oh.
All right. Up for grabs, we have tickets for Can You Feel the Punk tonight. For the early show, there's a 3 o'clock show. There's an 8 o'clock show. Tickets are still available. It's going to be at the pageant on May 11th. You can get all the details at 1065thearch.com.
Throwback Live is brought to you by the Madison County Fireman's Bingo Hall with a chance to win $25,000 in their Crazy 8 raffle. She's always there for me when I express to her important things that I'm upset about. Please welcome Afton.
Hi, Afton.
Yeah. I understand. I get where you're coming from.
She is
I'm
a
here
good
for
person
you.
to talk to.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's always been there for me.
I try. And now I'm here for Throwback Live. So let's get to it. Marty's going to play throwback clips for you guys, and you're going to ring in with these sounds. Courtney, Brando, careful there, and Tim. All right, question 1. Name this movie.
Why don't you just put your money where your mouth is, huh? Just need 3 tries. Are you sure? That's all you need?
Brando.
White men can't jump.
That is correct.
All right, let's go. One of us definitely not going home tonight. Man, you were almost there. Almost there, Billy.
Billy.
Sorry. Question 2. Which sitcom used this opening theme song?
Courtney.
Yeah. Courtney.
Barney Miller.
No.
No, I know what it is
feel
now.
like it was a tie for second, but I don't remember.
I don't remember either.
listen.
Do you guys want to weigh in on
You
that?
both were close, I think.
We can tie.
Let's go tie.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
Night Court.
Night Court is correct.
As soon as I said
for
it.
a half point each.
If you watch the new Night Court, it's just terrible.
Is it?
It's so bad.
That's disappointing.
It is.
I hope whoever wrote this never had to work again because they nailed it.
Yeah, they did. It's very Cagney and Lacey-esque.
Yeah. All right, question 3.
It's Barney Miller-ish, really.
It is Barney Miller.
Yeah.
Yes. I'd like to hear that now to see what that
How
sounds
close you are
like.
to it.
Yes.
Little
Yeah.
A-B.
Yeah. Question 3. Name this backward song title or artist.
Brando.
Yep, Brando.
Hootie and the Blowfish.
Hootie and the Blowfish is correct.
Why you punish me?
All right. Okay, this is where I get a little bit not good at this job.
What's the score?
So, Courtney has none.
None.
Brando has 2.5. Tim has a half. I don't
Courtney
think
can still
anybody can catch
spoil-
Brando.
Yeah.
Nobody can catch Brando.
How many do you have?
Half.
He has 2.5?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a
He could get the
strong
next
half.
2.
Yeah.
Right. Like I said, we're still playing.
Right.
You're right.
And
But I'm
here's-
still in because I can spoil.
Yep.
Right.
Everybody's in, of course. It's question 4. Name this movie.
Fat guy in a little coat.
It's ties, man.
It was not me.
Tie.
Yeah, it was a tie.
All right. 1, 2, 3.
Tommy Boy.
Tommy Boy is correct.
Fat guy in a little
Which is a win for me.
That guy in a little coat. Fat guy in a little coat.
Richard.
Okay, so that, I think, is a Brando win.
Yes.
Yeah. I confidently know it's a Brando win.
And that is a win for you, Casey. Congratulations. Yes.
I think she said,
All right.
yeah, I'm happy.
Congratulations to you, Casey. We have a pair of tickets for Can You Feel the Punk tonight. It'll be at the pageant. 2 shows, 3 p.m. show, 8 p.m. show. You have the 3 p.m. matinee show tickets. I like that matinee show idea. It's a great idea.
Rocks it. You can bring the family or
Yes.
just, have your night finished a
just
little bit
get
early.
day
Get dinner
drunk.
afterwards. It's a good time.
Punk rock celebration, music of Disney, featuring our very own Tim Convey. It is Saturday, May 11th at the pageant. Get those tickets. But we will have more tickets to give away tomorrow on The Courtney Show.
The Courtney Show.
Timmy looks at the number. Timmy looks at the number. Timmy looks at the number.
I'm Timmy, and these are the numbers. March Madness about to kick off. Well, I guess the play-in games were last night. You better believe my wife Emma glued to the television.
Oh, even the play-in game stuff?
Oh, yeah. I mean, she
Okay.
not only the play-in game stuff, but all of the conference tournaments she was watching.
Oh, yeah, that's true. I guess she would be in for
We
that.
need to have her on as like a college basketball expert. I'm not sure how much she can really break down all the teams and stuff, but man, she just cannot get enough of watching the games.
She cares a lot. It's nice.
It is wild. March Madness brackets obviously being passed around all over the place. You got to get on it. First round starts tomorrow.
Sorry. I just got off the phone with Casey.
Oh, because her phone was not working well.
We were laughing towards the end. I would miss every first thing she said. It was fun for us.
Sounds like fun.
I got my numbers for the one I'm in. So I do one where it's like the last two numbers. You have a winning team and a losing team, and you have like a 5 and a 1, 2 and a 6. And if it ends with those two numbers, like 56 to whatever, you win. I think each of those games, like $20.
Cool.
So there's some big dough in it. It was $20 a square.
Is there the teams or bracket or anything involved, or is this a separate thing?
It's all, you don't have to know anything. It's like a big grid like you do for the football ones. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
And then they pick the numbers before, when your name is already in a square, then the numbers are picked.
Okay.
And I don't know if there's good numbers or bad numbers.
I can't imagine that.
I have never. No, why would there be?
Yeah, I wouldn't think there would be.
I have never won a dime in this one. And I complained already to Guy Phillips that I have rotten numbers, even though I have no idea.
And you like the way he used to do it, right?
I just like to fill it out, and then you'd get a dark horse team, and you get their seed numbers. So that's the only thing I'm in, just this one.
Great. You still got time.
Yeah,
Is someone doing an office one? Oh, yeah.
It's full.
What?
It's too late.
I'm fine with that.
In a new poll, 30% of Americans say they plan on doing a bracket this year, and more than half of them will put some money on it. Many of the people putting money on brackets are doing it just a random office pool. Another poll asked people if they consider this type of thing gambling. Do you? I mean, if there's money on it, that's gambling.
Yeah. Amelia asked me, she was very concerned that I gambled. That I was into gambling. I'm like, no, I don't.
You go to the tournament or just in general?
I don't even remember where it came from, but I was just like, no, I don't. I don't do any of that.
You're 1-800 bets off.
Yeah, she was very concerned that I was.
Why? I wonder.
You're like, babe, I'll bet you $20 I haven't been to the casino in a month.
It is not not a vice that you have.
Oh, but then I had to tell her, but Grandma Wendy.
Oh, you told her? You called?
Yeah.
You told on your mother?
Look, if she's gonna go do it, the kids have to know.
How bad is she?
Why do you care?
Why do I care? Because Amelia wanted to know.
Let your mom have some fun.
If there's nothing wrong with it, what does it matter if they know?
Oh.
I don't know. I started, my nieces knew from a young age because I bought them Scratchers tickets.
Yeah, I thought all the kids knew that Grandma Wendy was a gambler.
How bad is Grandma Wendy? How often? What are we talking about?
A couple $100,000.
That is not true.
I don't know. I don't know how to answer that question.
Does she go to the boats or what?
I don't know what that means.
Listen,
but okay, if it was enough that you told Amelia, what do you know that made you comfortable?
I know that she's gone to gas stations.
Oh, she has?
Yes.
Ooh, that's a real degenerate move there, Wendy.
Well, when you're in Redbud, your options are pretty limited.
Yeah, she doesn't want to go to the casino. She wants to go in, pick up, a hot dog off the roller.
Oh, and then Amelia knew, too, because she was like, I think she has an app. I was like, oh, well, I didn't know that.
Really?
Yeah.
You get stuff. I just got a very exciting alert, speaking of gambling.
Please share.
I bought my Mega Millions tickets on my app, my Illinois Lottery app, yesterday.
Okay.
And it's the first time ever, and I've done this a few times. I got an alert that I won something.
Well, what did you win?
I don't know. It says you have a winning Mega Millions ticket. Well, congratulations. Here's how you can see your win before you start celebrating.
Make sure it's through the app and you're not about to lose your ID again.
No, it's official, man. I have to log into my account.
Oh, okay.
But not through here, through my...
Let's see what it is.
It's very exciting.
I kind of want to savor this for a little bit. Can I just savor the possibility?
Is that what gamblers do?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm a saver.
Congratulations.
I'm not a saver. I'm a saver.
Not a saver. A saverer. Which you would think would be similar, but really not.
Not at all.
I feel like I got to find a...
palate cleanser?
No, a bracket to fill out.
I think it's too late.
Today's the day.
No, it's not too late.
No.
They don't count.
Games
I guess
start
the
tomorrow.
play-in games don't. It's only the 16th.
And the
seed.
office one is full?
I think you might want to ask. I bet you could get somebody that's listening.
Because Emma was very disappointed that I had.
And she probably wants to partake.
Yeah, it involves spending money, so she's all about it.
Is there a really expensive one out there?
Yeah, like a high end.
Does Katie's Pizza offer one?
It is the Four Seasons of NCAA brackets. 41% of renters say their American dream has nothing to do with home ownership, and 20% expect to be lifelong renters. 23% of renters like the location and flexibility of renting. 17% like the financial flexibility. This does not surprise me. I think renting is fantastic.
You do?
I do.
I thought the goal was always
I know, but that's what
own.
this study about is that is changing.
I think renting now is so much more expensive than it was for me.
Man, I beat myself up because I was renting for so long when I moved back here. But then after buying a home, which is like great and the right move at the time, I was just like, man, life's a little bit easier when you're renting.
Yeah. You gotta take care of everything
Although
yourself.
I am very close to being a homeowner.
Oh, to being done?
Yeah.
Oh, that's exciting.
Wow.
It's real exciting. Can you imagine?
No, I can't.
It's exciting.
It is exciting. Good for you.
I know.
That's great.
Never thought, I was afraid too when I bought because I was alone. I was alone in the world. I was single and I'm like, let's just do it. And I did it and I thought, am I going to be able to afford it? You have that panic.
Sure.
And I could. And it's almost paid off.
Look at you now.
I know. And that is a great feeling. Although I remember somebody told me, Guy Phillips told me, don't pay your house off. That's stupid.
Why?
I don't know. He had some reasoning on why carrying that mortgage is smart. Maybe it's for your credit. I don't have any idea, but to me, this feels
God. I would be in a
nice.
whole other world. If
you're
I
not
had
even
paid off.
right. Those checks just aren't. You're not even writing them.
No,
anymore.
I'm still doing it. I still have a little while left.
How long are we talking?
Maybe another year.
How many pages left in the book?
Maybe another year. There's no book.
A year?
Maybe a year.
And then what? Retirement? You think? Or?
You're ready for that?
No.
No. No.
Yeah, that was a no with a smile.
No, I'm not at all. I think you should do this.
No, I cannot afford to.
But I think, the nice thing about renting is that's the most you're going to have to pay in any month. And then your mortgage is the least you're going to have to pay in any month to live somewhere, right? Because if you're renting, that's the maximum. You're never going to have to pay more because costs are going to come up because you're renting. So other people are fixing the things and doing the stuff and there's no hidden cost. If you own a home, you're getting hit every month. You
don't know. Mm-hmm.
So the very least you got to pay your mortgage, and it could potentially go above. So depending on your financial situation, how much you have there, sometimes it could be a better thing.
Yeah,
the American dream is changing. I think is the point of this. People are.
I would just say the flexibility of renting when you don't want to be at that place anymore. You just don't be there anymore. You don't have to go through the whole selling the home.
That
blah,
is
blah, blah.
that is a good point.
Yeah,
you just it's done.
Yes,
You're out.
It is an undertaking, even though my friends in the Nations Network make it easy.
What's happening?
Just getting stuff in. That's all the time we've got. I'm Timmy. Those are the numbers. This is The Courtney Show.
The Courtney Show.
I want to apologize to everyone that's listening because they thought they were going to hear Vicky Gunvalson and Shannon Bedore, Real Housewives of the OC. We're going to move it till tomorrow.
Oh, wow.
Really, we're...
Got a lot going on today.
We're behind today. But we did get a bunch of texts already this morning. One, little Jim with the food court scoop. I didn't hear this. Lambert BK, the Burger King, closed. It's getting replaced by Shake Shack.
Look out.
Oh.
It's exciting news, I think.
Very exciting.
Yes.
Love Shake Shack.
But early this morning, we asked for the question of the day. We talked about this realtor that was showing an open house, and there was some laundry that was hanging in the back of the house, and she's like, well, that looks not great for a prospective buyer. So she took the laundry and put it downstairs and crumpled it all up and put it on a shelf and turned a lamp on. Well, she burned the house down. So it was like, what dumb thing did you do at work? But I was joking and said, what did you burn down? And that's what it ended up being. Lots of fire stories.
Fire's dangerous.
Let's see. A friend and I accidentally burned down an abandoned house across the alley from my house when I was really young.
Oh gosh.
These are the bad stories that you've heard about.
Mm-hmm.
Like, don't play with matches. Don't play with a Zippo lighter, even though it smells good. And it got hot, and so they were playing with the Zippo lighter. The Zippo lighter got hot, and it was dropped onto some old mattresses that were in the house.
Ooh.
It immediately burst into flames. We were frantically taking buckets of water from my house, because this was right by their house, to try to put it out. Needless to say, it didn't work. And my friend and I ended up on house arrest. This was back when parents just left kids at home while they went to work.
With Zippos.
Yeah, Zippos were everywhere.
Man.
Oh.
Can you imagine how much trouble you would have been in if you burned a house down when you were a kid?
A lot.
Those stories happen. You hear those stories and the fear put into you because those stories exist.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Those stories exist, especially with people like Nick when he was young, and he still hasn't gotten over that love of fire.
And just think about how long they were peeing in the bed. Did you ever tell you that?
No.
If you play with fire, you'll pee in the bed?
Never heard that. I think you've mentioned that before, and
yeah.
But I remember a lot of people had heard the same thing when you brought this up before.
You play with fire, you'll pee in bed.
I once set a vacuum cleaner on fire with all the buildup of hair from the floor.
Oh, wow.
Oh, like it was full and probably caught and you just kept on going.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Ew.
One of my dad's best friends tried smoking as a kid. He was 11 or 12. It was the 60s. Stole one of his dad's cigarettes, took it to the shed to try it out. He threw it down in the shed. The whole shed burned down.
Oh, no.
The fire department told his dad they thought it was lightning that caused it.
Thanks, fire department.
He is the only one of my dad's friends who never took up smoking, dodged the wrath of his dad that time, and you don't get that kind of luck twice.
No, so he never knew what happened, I guess.
No. Scared him clean to never partake in nicotine or smoking. A bunch of other texts are coming in, so we appreciate it. You can text us anytime. Cheney Window and Door text line 314-669-4665. Wheel of Questions coming up in just a few minutes on The Courtney Show.
The Courtney Show.
Wheel of Questions!
Bring in the wheel! Jeez.
Here it comes.
All right, give it a spin. All of these are just normal or no. You let us know. You guys let me know if you think this is normal or not.
Okay.
Normal or not? My coworker asked me, is it normal that I chew off all the salt on a little pretzel stick before I actually eat the pretzel?
That's fine.
I don't think it's weird at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think it's weird. It's just a choice.
On a soft pretzel, I flick off all the salt.
Yeah, too much salt typically on
But
those.
I take it all off because it's already getting the salt from where it was cooked. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. I like the salt.
I don't like those big salt chunks. All right, give it another tiny spin. Tiny.
Oh, sorry. I can't stop it now.
Normal or not, needing to get every scrap of toilet paper off the roll. My husband will leave the last few squares that are glued to the roll, but I have to get them off best I can.
I use all of it.
Do you?
Yeah.
She said it's so satisfying to peel it off and have a clean roll to recycle. Am I crazy?
Exactly. No.
Does anyone else
think
do
she's
this?
crazy.
I leave that last adhesive glue
Yeah, I don't go for it.
piece.
Yeah.
I like the earth.
Oh, you really do.
Yeah.
You sure do.
I'm saving the earth every time I peel that last square off.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, gosh, I'm so good.
I don't think it's not normal. I think it's
again, it's kind of just a choice. It's not a like, what a weirdo.
Another spin. It's a quick one. Is it normal or not that I like to smell the plate or bowl before I use it? You know, I smell.
You smell the food.
And it bothers Nick anytime he wants to give me a bite of something.
Why do you think you have to smell it first?
I don't know.
Have you ever smelled something and went, no, I'm not even going to eat it?
I need to alert my taste buds what is coming up. I don't want any surprises. Maybe something happened one time where I took a bite of something and it wasn't what I thought it was going to be. Like, when you think you're drinking water and it's Sprite?
Yeah.
And it shocks you?
But, like, have you ever recently, like, went to eat something, but you smelled it first and then went, no. Like, it is not passing the smell test.
I don't recall that ever happening.
It just seems like almost like a tick then, where you're like...
It's a tick.
You're always doing it.
So do you think it's...
no consequence.
What about the bowl or the plate, smelling
that seems weird.
I think it's weird. It's not... I don't
not
have
normal.
any strong judgment towards that person, but it's a little weird.
It's not strong judgment, but it's medium judgment.
Yeah, if you're out to dinner, are you doing it?
Yeah, exactly.
Are you doing it at a restaurant?
That's strange.
Cool area.
I
would
know.
love to see somebody do that.
And you let all your friends know, hey, check out so and so when they get their
when she gets
they
the
get
bowl.
when they get their food,
smell it.
and then they do it, and everybody has a good laugh. All right, give another little spin. Is it normal or not I put part of the blanket when I'm sleeping? It has to touch my mouth, and now my daughter does it too.
That's fine. Because you're just right up
everybody's got their own sleep.
Yeah.
It has to touch your mouth. I wonder why.
Because that's as high as it can go.
I like
to
to
still breathe.
Yeah, sometimes I like to. I'll put it up like right below my nose.
Because you lay like you're dead.
Yes, I do.
And so you pull the blanket just over your mouth.
Is it weird that I also like sleep with my hands under my legs?
Yeah. Flat on your back with your hands under your legs?
Sometimes.
That would bother my shoulders,
weird.
I think.
Oh, yeah.
Is that weird?
Yes.
Yeah, I think that would bother. I think I would wake up with my shoulders would feel weird. Like,
I don't. It's not going to happen all night. But there's some kind of warmth in there.
You fall asleep that way, kind of a thing.
Yeah.
How cold is your place?
Well, I like it cold so I can use blankets, and I don't like to be hot.
Right.
And it's difficult for me.
Because you run
flashing.
Flashing. I'm not really
Yeah.
flashing.
Didn't think about that.
Give it another spin. Is it normal or not that I put on deodorant with the same hand? I do not switch hands to put it under the opposite arm.
That's crazy because that's one of the biggest challenges going on with me since I broke my thumb. So yes, that is so weird.
It is so hard. It's got to be hard to do.
I'm having a very
really
hard
not
time
that hard.
with
It's
that.
pretty easy.
I'm not
What?
flexible
No,
enough. I
can't
don't
do it.
think to.
I guess I'm putting it on with a shirt on.
Yes. Well, don't. That's the shirt
That's
is the
what's
issue.
making it hard. Okay.
It's usually the last thing I do too. When I've got my clothes on.
Yeah.
No
Swipe.
way.
I'll do it before.
Swipe. It's dangerous. I live dangerously.
I do all of that before I get clothed. Because you run the risk of forgetting.
You do, but
Why would you not do it
I do it
before?
last thing because I'll always remember. It's the last thing I do.
Yeah, mine is like a location. I go. It's just the way my bathroom is set up, and the closet. You know what I mean? Closet's the first stop.
Yes, I know what you mean. The way your house is set up.
The way out the door. I don't know why. You're right.
It seems dangerous.
It is dangerous. And brushing your teeth with your clothes all on, dangerous too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you could not, doesn't matter. Toothpaste, it's like you think you rid yourself of me, but then it dries and it's right back there.
I don't know what it's made out, but it's impressive.
All right, give it another. Is it normal or not that I pack random things I might use to survive if my plane crashes on an island?
Wow.
When you're
Tweezers,
flying,
tweezers, lighter. Those are the only two that were mentioned.
lighter would
What does that
be
have to do with surviving
helpful.
on an island?
Well, I mean, to make fire.
Tweezers, you don't want.
Tweezers, I don't know.
Your eyebrows to get
Yeah,
out?
yeah, you got to keep an eye on that.
Keep it fleek.
Is it? It's not normal, but it's just one of those.
If you were really packing for that, I think you would bring more than
Yeah, but
just
what
those
if you're
two
flying from here to Des Moines? You're never going to end up on an island.
items. Right.
Is it every time this person flies, I wonder? Or is it only when they fly over an ocean?
I don't know.
And your bags, you're not getting your bags. I mean, we've seen Castaway.
Yes.
You just hope that you can grab onto one of the inflatable thing and it pulls you out.
And all you're going to have is an ice skate.
Yeah.
But that's how you're going to get into the coconuts.
God willing, there's a FedEx plane that goes down nearby and you get some boxes up on the ocean.
Didn't it bother anyone else that one box he never opened?
Yeah, we never knew.
But he went and delivered
it to her, though.
There could have been a phone in there.
Yeah, but I think that was his way of holding on to his sanity. Like,
I know, but there was something about it. It's like, wouldn't you be...
He kept it closed for so long that then it was like, well, now I can't open it because I've somehow committed to this. It's, this is a person that's talking to a volleyball.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, this just turned to Castaway, John Mulaney talk.
Yeah, I like to break down Castaway. I don't know why.
I've watched Castaway.
I've watched it a lot.
I've never seen it.
It's one of those movies that I don't know why I'm drawn to it every time it's on. It's bizarre. Yeah. Is that normal? Probably not. All right, that is a Wheel of Questions. Take out the wheel.
Get the wheel out of here.
Have we added something new?
I don't know.
We'll have to see.
The Hollywood Outsider on 106.5 The Arch.
According to a UK newspaper, Aaron Taylor Johnson is about to be named the next James Bond. Well, we don't know this for certain, but they claim he's expected to accept the role later this week. So if the name isn't familiar, even when I looked at him now, I was like, who is this guy? Well, he's kick-ass. He was a kid then. He was young, but he played the title role there in Kick-Ass. But he was also in Bullet Train. He was in Avengers: Age of Ultron. I think he's the fast guy, the brother.
Yeah,
he's doing like an accent.
He dies. He's not a big part of those.
What? Spoiler.
He was great in Bullet Train, the Brad Pitt movie.
I saw that, and I have no memory of that movie.
And then he also is kind of famous. He played young John Lennon in a movie called Nowhere Boy and then married the director. His wife is like 20 years older than him.
Oh, really?
I don't know if it's 20, but she's quite a bit older.
I mean, he would make sense.
What's his name?
Aaron Taylor Johnson.
Aaron Taylor Johnson. These three names. It's like Anya Joy Taylor.
It's very similar to the Anya, but yeah, Aaron Taylor Johnson.
He's good.
It would make sense. He's done a lot of action stuff.
There he is.
He'd be perfect for an action role like a James Bond.
He has a Marvel movie coming out that he's some obscure Marvel character, Kraven or something.
Really? So he will have played two different characters in Marvel movies? That's weird.
Well, it's like who else did that? Brolin.
Oh yeah, technically. Although that is not really a Marvel movie. The Deadpool is
the Sony thing.
Oh my gosh, she's way older. She's older than me.
Well, this is the same thing. The Kraven thing is a Sony is Spider-Man universe, and then
gotcha.
Yeah,
she's 57. He's 33.
So I was right.
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah, I like him. It's hard to picture him as James Bond, partially because I see him as so young, but I was hoping they'd make one with Idris. I think that would.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. What do they think? They eventually said he's too old now.
He is so unlikable as Charles in The Office.
Yeah, I know.
Oh my gosh, I really dislike him because of that. He's so great in so many things, but man, you dislike him.
He's a great actor, yeah.
Blink-182, SZA, Tyler the Creator, The Killers, and Hozier, all part of the headlining. Hozier?
I just avoid that one.
I think it's Hozier.
No, it's Hozier.
It's not, I don't think.
It is. I promise it is.
It is?
Yeah. Cassidy, who I used to work with, she's like the biggest fan on the planet, and that's how she said it. And she met him, so I cannot believe that she would be saying it wrong the whole time.
Well, I just remember when we played him, there was like specific pronunciation.
Really?
Things. Yeah.
I swear she always said Hozier. Anyway, headlining Lollapalooza this August. Blink-182, SZA, Tyler the Creator, The Killers, Hosier or Hosier, whichever. And then a ton of other artists, of course. 170 artists performing over 8 stages, across to 8 different stages, August 1st through the 4th. That includes Deftones, Skrillex, Victoria Monet, Kesha performing to 4-day festival, once again returning to Chicago's Grant Park. Those passes go on sale tomorrow. Some people, I guess, aren't loving this lineup, but I don't know. I just feel like Lollapalooza always does. Since its reinvention in Chicago, they put together some really good lineups.
It's pretty awesome, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Beyonce just revealed the cover art for her new album, Act 2, Cowboy Carter. It's her on a horse and, you know, what you would expect. But what people are interested in is in the caption below it. It says, "Born out of an experience years ago where I did not feel welcomed. This ain't a country album. This is a Beyonce album." So there's this big debate, you know, that's been going on. Like, is this a country album? Is it not? Is she doing country songs? So she's basically saying, like, it's not a country album. It's a Beyonce album. Okay, whatever.
I like it.
The YouTube channel, There I Ruined It, that's what it's called, is recently posted a video called What Bro Country Sounds Like to People Who Don't Like Bro Country. And it's pretty funny.
Truck, jeans, beer, girl, creek, boots, truck, tan legs, train, dog, beer, Dixie cup. Got a beer in my beer and a Chevy in my truck. Got a dog at the wheel, cut off, jeans, truck. Dirt road, back road, beer, moonlight, red, white, and blue, girl, Friday night.
Who is that?
Sounds like Luke Bryan.
It's an AI Luke Bryan.
Oh, man.
It's pretty great.
And it's just words, but it sounds like a song.
Who's the comedian that did that whole, like a parody of country songs? It's very funny. I need to send that song.
It made me laugh this morning. The whole thing's up on the blog today. It's like a minute and a half long. It's funny. In honor of Red Nose Day in England, Kate Winslet read blank. Now there are 2 of us. So this is the 3rd book in the Go the Blank to Sleep series. Remember when
Samuel L. Jackson.
Samuel L. Jackson read that book? This is another one of those types of books. It's a real book that they've changed with swearing. They put swearing in, but it's Kate Winslet reading it. So I put the video up on the blog. It's not safe for work. The things that she's saying.
Have headphones in.
Yeah, put your headphones in. But she gives an R-rated performance, and it's funny because it's just her. She's very proper. But Red Nose Day was last Friday. I hear of it every year, and I never remember what it's for. But they say it's an event that raises money for homelessness, poverty, and mental illness in the UK. So, Red Nose Day. One of Johnny Depp's co-stars from the movie Blow, her name is Lola Glodina. She's accusing him of verbal abuse. So she was on like a podcast and she brought it up and was talking about it. Well, he got wind of it. He is denying it, but we'll just have to see if there's anything more that comes out of it. I read through the story. I didn't see any specifics like, and then this happened and this happened. It was more like he was a jerk and, you know, abusive or whatever. So
she was on The Sopranos.
Was it? She didn't look familiar to me.
Sopranos and Criminal Minds, it looks like.
Okay.
Yeah.
Demi Moore wished her ex-husband Bruce Willis a happy 69th birthday. You can see the post up on the blog today. Nicole Kidman showing off her guns in the new issue of Elle magazine. You can see that picture on the blog. Bella Hadid has a very busy morning ritual, which includes her drinking like gallons of liquids. It's
the amount of stuff she is taking in the morning.
Yeah.
It's like, what is she taking? What is it?
And it's like a full glass of something, and then she's mixing another one up.
But there's all these pills
and stuff.
But she is Yolanda's daughter, and Yolanda Hadid, very much like this. Like, this seems very Yolanda-ish.
The same sort of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, you can see that video on the blog this morning. You can also check out the latest trailer for Furiosa, a Mad Max saga. I didn't get a chance to watch it.
I watched
it. I just pulled it up and I was going to look. So Chris Hemsworth and Anya Taylor-Joy starring in it. Anya Taylor-Joy's playing the Furiosa part that was Charlize Theron in the movie, the Mad Max movie. But what did you think of the trailer?
I thought it looked really good.
Yeah, that Mad Max movie was phenomenal.
That last one was really good.
So good. That's going to be in theaters May 24th.
And no Max, right? It's just her own
This is all,
story.
like pre-Max, basically. Jeff Goldblum plays Zeus, the Greek god Zeus, in the new Netflix show Chaos. I'm assuming that's how you say it. It's K-A-O-S. I think it's
Chaos.
Chaos?
I'm just kidding.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Pronounced Hosier.
Yeah, I think it's Hosier. Anyway, that trailer's up on the blog if you want to check it out. On TV tonight, Masked Singer, 7 o'clock on Fox. Group C will be performing for Billy Joel night. So if you like Billy Joel, watch people in masks butcher the songs.
Kinda
You can
cool.
see it tonight. The premiere of Top Chef, 8 o'clock tonight on Bravo. There's a new series that's going to be on Disney Plus, which is pretty interesting. If you like the X-Men cartoon back in the day from the 90s, they're continuing the story. So it's the series premiere of what they're calling X-Men 97. It's on Disney Plus. It looks just like that cartoon, and it picks up from the end of that series. And it's like, let's just pick up from there. And they've got the same theme song. And
If it's the same voices or different
I don't
people?
know it, but I watched the trailer and it looks like a dressed up version of that cartoon. But if you really like that cartoon, this is the next stage of it, apparently. Also, a series premiere of Palm Royale on Apple TV Plus. That's Kristen Wiig. She's in that. Carol Burnett is in it. We've talked about it before.
Oh,
a bunch of people. Laura
What is that on?
Dern, Allison Janney. That's on Apple TV. But it's called Palm Royale.
Apple knows how to do a show. I do want to update. Yesterday was the end of Tournament of Champions on Jeopardy. This is whoever got 3 wins out of the 3 finalists. The worst contestant won.
Oh, the one you didn't like?
He was nuts with his
clicker?
His clicker. Like out of control.
Oh, yeah, it's annoying.
And real cocky. I was rooting for anyone but the guy that won.
He won.
Oh, yeah. And then after he won, he tried to walk out like to join Ken like he was supposed to go out on stage.
What?
Oh, yeah. Not a likable guy.
Sorry, everybody. I'm Brando, your Hollywood outsider. It is a Courtney Show on 106.5 The Arch with Aretha Franklin.
The Courtney Show.
Still to come on the show, we have an opportunity for you to join me as John Cusack comes to town. Screening of Say Anything next Saturday. It's March 30th at the Stiefel Theater. If you don't have tickets, get those tickets, or you can win them with First 5 Notes. But they're going to be showing Say Anything and then a Q&A with the one and only John Cusack. Should be a really fun time next Saturday at Stiefel Theater. Get those tickets if you don't have them. But also, Yacht Rock Madness is happening right now. It's brought to you by the Loading Dock on the river in Grafton, Illinois. Just a perfect sponsor for this whole thing.
Oh, I know.
We will reveal another one of the winners, but voting for round 3 is going on now. So make sure you get your votes in. Even if you didn't fill out a bracket in time, it's fun to listen to some of these hooks and cast a vote.
If you're rooting for a song too, and you're like, I want that one to win.
Yeah.
This is how you make it happen.
And we play all the winners the following day. So make your vote, cast your vote at 1065thearch.com. Also, we've got a special guest coming in studio a little after 9, right, Tim?
We sure do. Courtney Diamond is going to be here. She is the front woman of Taylor Made. It is a Taylor Swift tribute coming up at Del Mar Hall. And I think we're going to give out a pair of tickets to it, too.
Oh, yeah. And it's sold out.
Sold out. It's the only way you can get them. You stay right here.
I do have a lot of questions for her.
Oh, good.
About this.
Great.
We should have had Nikki come in if she was available.
I know.
They could have maybe done a little duet.
Yeah, it's a good idea.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to connect them.
Yeah. So a little after 9, if you have someone in your life that loves Taylor Swift, we'll be talking to Courtney a little after 9. Let's get another look at your traffic.
Brando's.
Random stories for you this morning. Mackenzie Scott is the ex-wife of Amazon's Jeff Bezos. She pops up in the news every now and again because she likes to give all that money that she got from Jeff away. All sorts of charities. Well, she just announced that she's giving away $640 million. That's going to be split among small nonprofits, 361 different nonprofit little companies and organizations and stuff. That's where she's going to give this $640 million
How much
away.
has she given away so far?
$2 billion last year. So just last year, she gave away $2 billion. In total, since 2022, she's given away $4 billion. Now, keep in mind, she is still worth $36.2 billion. But she gives away so much money to charities and stuff. So, and I think like right out of the gate, as soon as she got the big settlement from him, that's when she gave away like $1 billion.
And she said, didn't she say she was going to give away?
Yeah, she's like, I'm going to give most of this away.
Unbelievable.
Just a good human.
A bartender in Florida is making a pretty good living slapping spring breakers in the face. They call it a hurricane shot. Most of her customers are men, but she said she'll slap women too. So for $30.
Yeah, she's got a bikini on too.
Oh,
in case you were curious.
I didn't know that. So for $30, you take the shot, you get a shot, and then you have a pitcher of water thrown in your face, and then she slaps you in the face as hard as she can. And I guess it's pretty hard. She's been selling up to $6,000 worth of shots a night. That's got to wear her hand out. I mean,
man, that'd be fun. You get some aggression out there.
Oh, yeah. But I mean, if you're legitimately going in on slapping people in the face, that's got to hurt your hand. I mean, I'm still healing up from my injury.
It's been one of my dreams to slap somebody in the face.
Just as hard as you possibly can?
I would like to.
You've never slapped anybody?
Not like in the movies.
If we get, some things happening in the summer where we're out at bars for shows, $30. And you get to slap whoever, if that person wants to.
I have to pay $30?
No, they pay $30.
And Courtney will slap
You'll get them a shot.
Courtney, you slap me anytime.
Yeah, do a hurricane shot.
What if I miss, though? Isn't that
slap.
always the fear that you're just going to completely whiff?
Well, you gauge it.
Have you ever
put your hand there and then you go back and wham?
Have you ever full on punched anyone in the face?
No, never punched anybody.
Or just full on punched someone?
Yeah.
No.
As an adult?
Never punched anyone.
You have?
Yeah. Self-defense.
Like,
you were in a fight?
Punched a guy in the face?
Like brawls, everybody, and you kind of no, I've full-blown connected.
Yeah, because you could.
Yeah, but
doing that with the big thumbs make me laugh.
And then I had some moves. I'd be like, what's that?
There's more to this story.
If you guys have checked out the Roadhouse trailer, Jake Gyllenhaal does a lot of slapping. It's a cool, he just slaps these guys. It's really, really
And he knocks them out?
He's just he knows what he's doing with the slap, and it's funny, it's action-packed, and you can see it on Amazon Prime.
What have the reviews been like?
I read one and bad.
What?
I read one that was good.
I read a really bad one, too.
I read a bunch that were really good.
No substance. That's what I read.
Oh, God. If you show up to Roadhouse looking for substance, I feel sorry for you in the first place.
It's weird how much you're supporting this movie.
I'm excited to see it. If it's bad, I will call it. I will say, hey, it's not that good. But it looks really cool.
You will talk about how good the editing is.
Yeah.
The editing, I have no doubt, is phenomenal start to finish.
Sure.
Because there's nobody in the game better than St. Louis's own Doc Crotzer, who edited it. But if it's bad, I'll call it.
All right. Well,
but no one's looking for substance in this movie.
I mean,
you're remaking a movie that
had no substance.
Is a cult following movie.
Totally.
Yeah.
That didn't have substance.
And it doesn't seem like they're trying to make it in the same vein.
I'll give it a watch.
Great. I think we all should.
All right.
The New York Post says there's a social media fueled campaign called #NoShampoo. So it's a trend, they say, among teenage boys.
Oh, yeah.
So they're washing their hair, but they're not using shampoo ever. Some experts are
What are they using?
Nothing. Just water.
Oh.
But there's some experts weighing in saying, hey, it is good to use shampoo every now and again. Of course, overuse can dry your scalp and blah, blah, blah. But they're saying not using shampoo could cause dandruff. It could stunt hair growth and worsen scalp problems.
Really?
Yeah. So they're like, just wash your hair.
Huh.
Good to know. Joann Fabrics retailer has filed for bankruptcy. Joann, they say, will likely become a privately owned company.
So it's not going away. They're just restructuring stuff.
I guess. I mean,
Yeah.
it's sort of, you never really know what's going to happen, I guess, when you go through this process. But they're saying that Joann's more than 800 stores and its website will continue to operate normally during the bankruptcy process. So hopefully they come out okay on the other side.
Yeah, because, I guess Joann's really had a big time during COVID. Like,
oh, I bet.
Yeah, everyone was crafting. They
Yeah.
were doing their
What
own
did they do
this.
wrong during that time? Because they should have been making money left and right.
I don't know, but I think that they maybe all of their budgets went up because
they're like,
of
this
that,
is
and now
great.
they have to hit.
We're back, everybody.
Yes.
Oh, no, we're not. I have to ask Alex because, she does some sewing on occasion, if that's one of her
go-tos,
top places or not. I don't know. I don't know if it is. And then Casey, Illinois, which is it's on Interstate 70. It's between Effingham and Terre Haute. So it's way out east. It's a little town called Casey, and they contain 12 of the world's largest things. I've driven past this town a bunch of times going to Indianapolis. Never knew this. So they have like the world's largest wind chimes.
I gotta
the
see
world's
this.
largest rocking chair that's large enough to be like an event venue, apparently. There's a giant mailbox that they have. There is...
So they did this on purpose.
Yeah. Apparently all of them are...
But they want to be the city with the world.
The most large things.
Kind of like the Uranus fudge thing.
Yeah. It's not as dirty as what they've got going on there, but they've got the world's largest pitchfork. What else? Oh, the world's largest golf tee. Just
That's
stuff like
awesome.
that. But it's all basically around downtown, like the main street.
How big of a town is it?
It's it doesn't say. They've only got one stoplight.
Oh,
It's a one stoplight town, and all of it is kind of downtown. And then they've got other like big stuff, like a big bookworm and big antlers, and
2,400 people.
a big piggy bank. But yeah, it's Casey, Illinois. It's right on Interstate 70. So
Oh man, the mailbox is cool.
it's huge,
Looks
isn't
like
it?
you can get up in that.
Isn't that wild?
Wow.
Get a picture in there.
Yeah.
This
But
would be a
it's-
good stop if you're passing Casey.
And man, there is nothing on that stretch of road. That is a good spot to hop off and look around. But anyway, the collection was the vision of a local resident and business owner named Jim Bolin. So he's the guy that was just like, let's just have large stuff.
The golf tee is great. It's on a golf course.
Of course.
That's great.
So yeah, all that stuff. It's Casey, Illinois, if you want to check it out. I'm Brando, your Hollywood outsider. Or not Hollywood outsider, it's Brando's Randos.
But you are the Hollywood
I am the
outsider.
Hollywood
You can call
outsider.
it
Too. I'm
that.
confused because we have to now do the song too.
Rock.
And I'm not ready for it.
Madness. That's okay. Take your time. We've got some results from the one of the matchups from yesterday. We already announced earlier this morning that Dreams took out This Is It by Kenny Loggins. But the next match that we will go over, we'll give you the results and we'll play the song after we let you know who is competing today. So our match 5 for Yacht Rock Madness is Player, Baby Come Back.
Hold on.
Baby Come Back.
There it is.
Baby
Come back. Any kind of fool. See, there was something in everything about you.
And it is going against Crosby, Stills, and Nash and Young, Southern Cross.
When you see the Southern Cross for the first time, you understand now why you came this way.
It's kind of a boaty song, right?
It feels boaty.
Yeah.
And so that match you can vote on right now at 1065thearch.com. But the other match you'll be voting on today is Biggest Part of Me by Ambrosia.
You're the biggest part of me.
I love that song.
It's such Ambrosia is pretty.
It should be going to
incredible.
I think I've got it going to the end.
But it is going against. This is one of Chris Convey's favorite because of the line, "Sit home and watch TV."
Yes.
It's England Dan and John Ford Coley. I'd really love to see you tonight.
And I'd really love to see you tonight. I'm not talking about moving in.
And I don't wanna. All right,
Both good songs.
1065thearch.com. These head-to-head matchups, they're tough.
Yes, this first round,
It's really, it'll hurt you in the heart.
Yeah.
But go cast your vote. We want to thank the Loading Dock on the river in Grafton, Illinois, sponsor of Yacht Rock Madness. But now let's get to the other matchup, the winner from yesterday.
The Courtney Show.
A real guest-a-palooza this week. We've had a ton of guests, and it's been so much fun, and it continues today. My pal Courtney Diamond is in here. Courtney worked here a while ago. We go way back to Emma's days. She was interning with the Rizzuto show way back then, and then you did a bunch of stuff over at the station.
A bunch of stuff, yes.
But Courtney now is having a really good time as the lead singer of Taylor Swift tribute from right here in town. They've got a big old show March 30th at Del Mar Hall. It is sold out. I think we got a pair of tickets we're going to give away, but we want to hear all about Taylor Made anyway.
Yeah.
How are you?
I'm great. Thank you guys so much for having me.
Is Diamond your real name?
It is.
What an incredible name.
I know. Thank you. Yes.
I mean,
you like the first name too.
Well, the first name's
name's pretty great too,
Courtney
right?
Diamond,
yeah.
You spell it C-O-U-R-T
just like yours.
anyway.
Yeah, the correct way.
She's got a great middle name too.
What's your middle name?
Gabrielle.
Oh, that's a long name.
Yeah.
I don't think that's bad at all.
Does anyone like their middle name?
I don't know anybody that likes their middle name.
You're always like,
I like mine.
What's yours?
What is yours?
Curran.
Oh, okay.
Well,
But enough about
that's
me.
a recycled name.
That's a first.
It's not recycled. It's just a name that was in my family before.
Yes.
Yeah, but you have a little brother named Curran. Doesn't he feel like, hey, shouldn't you have come up with something?
They didn't
I don't know. I'm just saying
they
I
probably
like
didn't
it.
know for sure if they were going to get a,
Well, and it's my dad's middle name, and I was named after him, so obviously would go all the way through. But they're like, oh, hey, this old maiden, it was my grandmother's maiden name, is solid. Let's use it. And so I have a brother named Curran as well.
Oh, okay.
So
he wears a lot of layers. Again, not important.
Courtney Diamond, just you were destined
Showbiz, baby.
to be a star.
Some kind of star.
You are. I mean, I've heard about these shows, these tailor-made shows. I think you did one at Wildie Theater not too
We sold
long
out
ago.
the Wildie 5 times.
5 times.
Yeah.
And
Sorry, just gonna flex on him for a
you
minute.
should. How great is that? How great is that place though? Al Canal.
He's our agent.
He is.
He is. Yes.
I go way back with old Al Canal.
I love him.
I've known him for over 30 years.
He's one of the most unique and beautiful people I've ever met.
Back when I was with a show called Stephen DC, it's probably before your time.
I listened to that.
Okay, he was the voice of the show. He was our guy that would do all the things about the show on how to get a hold of us, all of that.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing.
Yeah,
I had no idea.
Al's a great guy, so he's your manager. And this tailor made, when did this start? How did it start?
Gosh, okay, so let's harken back to November 2022.
Okay.
I receive a cryptic message from my old neighbor, Mark Pilkerton, who is now my business partner. And he said, hey, I have a musical project I'd like to talk to you about. This was on Facebook. I had not talked to this man since he moved away, 6 or 7 years prior. I have a musical project I want to talk to you about. Let me know when you have a second to chat. And I was like, okay, odd. So I'm getting ready for the day. I hop in the shower. And I'm thinking in my head, I'm like, what musical project could make him think of me? And the only thing that he sees is my social media. What have I been posting about for the last month? The Midnights album that Taylor had just released.
Because you're obsessed.
Because I'm obsessed. In a healthy way. And
that's what they all say.
Yeah, now you pretend to be here. Yeah, that's very healthy.
So then I was manifesting it. I was like, if this is a Taylor Swift thing, I'm going to lose my mind. So I call him and he goes, hey, so St. Louis doesn't have a Taylor Swift tribute band. And I just said, I have no questions. I'm in. 0 questions. Yep, I'll do it.
Really?
Yeah.
So that's how it started.
That's how it started.
And it's quite a production. How many
production.
people are up on stage?
There are 6. We are a 6-piece band. Yep. So we have drums, bass, guitar, Mark's on keys and lead guitar and all kinds of other things, tracks, whatever. And then my sister is the background vocalist.
Really?
And then me.
So you just take a moment there too. That was some good hearkening.
Thank you so much. Thank you. I work really hard on my hearkening skills. Thank you.
Really top-notch hearkening.
Thank you.
Now, do you find, because St. Louis sadly did not get a date on this tour, so a lot of fans traveling distances to take their kids that didn't get a chance to see them. This feels way more economical for some parents.
Yes. So I have a theory that we're getting a date, but that is another story for another time.
I do agree with that.
Decoded something?
Well, she has ties to St. Louis, too.
She does. And I have there's some breaks in the Eras tour. There's talks of another round coming up. I mean, there's a lot of things. So I happen to think that we might get one. But anyway.
In the meantime, TaylorMade has us covered.
Correct. We have it covered. And you would not believe the amount of people that I hear after every show are like, my 4-year-old thinks that she just saw Taylor Swift and that I paid $25 for it.
And I'm not telling her different.
I have goosebumps.
And then I have to take a minute, center myself, and say, please tell her I'm not Taylor Swift. But tell her that I love her just as much as she does and that I love what I do. And I'm really glad that I could, bring her that joy. But please correct her. I do a lot of correcting. Because I do not like when people call me Taylor. Because I'm not an impersonator. I'm not an impersonator.
No. Are you selling merch at these shows too?
Yep.
Yeah.
Here's one. You see it?
Yeah, it's cute. I like it.
Great logo.
Thank you.
And give us an idea. So, I mean, you're cranking out these songs, but you said you're not an impersonator.
Correct.
Which means you're cranking out the songs kind of as you. You're not trying to do Taylor Swift banter in between it or any of her moves or anything?
So there are costumes inspired by her,
Because you want to put on a show.
We got to put on the show, right? But I'm not singing any differently. It's my voice. I'm not talking any differently. I'm not like changing my mannerisms
And
or anything.
true or false, you're dating football players. Is that
I am not.
Okay.
I'm actually engaged to a web developer.
Okay,
Hi, James.
good.
I love you. So, not an impersonator. So you're getting me. The best way I can describe it is Courtney, Taylor's version.
But you do look similar to Taylor
Got the
Swift.
red lipstick on.
I've worn the red lipstick since Taylor started wearing the red lipstick when I was 10 or 11.
Young.
So that's been I adopted it from her because she is mother, I don't really think I look like her, but thank you for the compliment.
You look more like her than I do.
That is true.
Well,
I can back that up.
Yes.
Do you have a favorite song of hers
Yeah,
that you
I'm
guys do?
curious,
And do you have a
too.
favorite song that you're like, this one means a lot to me, but then this is my favorite one to play?
And do you have a favorite era?
Oh, gosh. Okay, all the questions. All right. My favorite song that she's ever released is All Too Well, 10-minute version. All Too Well, the original version from the original Red album, was my favorite song. And then when she released the 10-minute version, it was just additional therapy. And so literally I had one demand when we started this band. And I was like, I'm not going to be a diva. I'm not going to be difficult. But I have one demand. And we either do All Too Well 10-minute version or I'm not doing this because the fans need it. And so it's funny, you can see who the real fans are and who's going to the bathroom at that point. It's taking, a
Because the
10-minute
ones
break.
that are big fans are loving that.
Yeah, they're crying, they're screaming, they're doing all the chants and everything during the thing. They're singing with me, So that's my personal favorite song. My favorite song to perform is probably Don't Blame Me from Reputation. That's just a really powerful song. There's a lot of fan interaction on that one, and it's got one of my bigger notes in it, so I just feel really confident and good about myself in that one. And my favorite era, it's either Red or Reputation.
You can't.
But I will not decide.
No, we're not going to push you.
Decide now. We'll wait. Just take a minute and pick one. How many songs in the repertoire altogether could you guys do?
We currently, our show right now is 2 hours. So I think that's about 30 songs.
Incredible.
And then we learn more and switch them in and out as we go.
And true or false, you guys do some punk rock versions of Taylor Swift songs or?
Again.
We don't, but we'll talk.
Okay, it's another conversation.
Yeah, this is for the hybrid version of TaylorMade and your
plus. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's gonna
punk
be,
rock machine.
I see what's coming.
I may be there. You never know.
Yeah, I hope that you are. You were at the last one for sure. Again, not about me, Brando. This is about Courtney.
Not this one.
So the show,
that one.
The show is sold out on March 30th at Delmar
Correct.
Hall. So are you guys talking about what you might do next?
Yeah,
Since
right.
obviously-
Yes. So we have so many shows booked this year. I think total for the year, I think we have 25 shows booked.
Good Lord.
We do about 2 a month is supposed to be our our maximum just for stress levels because we all have full-time jobs.
Yeah, right.
But the summer kind of got a little crazy, so we're at 3 or 4 most of those months. So after Del Mar Hall, we will be announcing a plethora.
Oh, all your dates.
Yeah, just pretty much the calendar for the whole year will be announced after that.
Any state fairs?
No comment.
Ooh.
Look out, everybody.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like a great state fair act with all those people.
And they're not done announcing all the acts at the one that I like to bring up.
Yes.
If that's
There's so many state fairs. I mean, it's there's a lot this
Any
summer.
town and country fairs.
It's going to be great.
Town and Country, Missouri?
No, there's the Washington Town and Country Fair.
Oh.
I bet a Town and
I'm
Country
sorry.
Missouri fair's not.
I was like, what is that?
Exciting. It's real fancy. I think the real Taylor Swift, they just paid her $1 billion. And tell everybody where, obviously we're awaiting the next announcements of shows. Where can everybody follow you guys online and find out?
You can follow us on Instagram at TaylorMadeBand13. You can follow me on Instagram at TaylorMadeCourt. We're on Facebook at TaylorMade. And you can go to our really cool website, TaylorMadeBand.com.
Yeah, you got somebody putting that together that's pretty close to you, right?
There's perks.
Have you heard from the golf company TaylorMade?
Listen, okay, I've been dying to tell this story.
Okay. I'm probably the only one that's ever going to ask you this.
No, someone at the bank literally said this to me the other day.
Oh, okay.
They said, "Do you guys make golf balls?" And I was like, "For the love of God." So anyway, so
I didn't try to make a joke. I was just curious.
Yeah, sure.
No, so like we're not in the same vein as TaylorMade golf equipment, right? So like I think we're safe. But when we first announced our Wildy show, which was July 27th, that was our debut last year. When we first announced that show and the Wildy posted about it and started selling tickets, someone hopped in the comments and said, "I'd rather see a tribute to the golf clubs." And it is my favorite comment that we have ever received.
Not nice, but still funny.
I just responded and I said, top tier comedy. Amazing. 10 out of 10.
All right, well, follow TaylorMade on all the social media. Go to their website. Are we going to give some tickets away for this sold out show?
I have some pull, so I managed to get you guys 2 tickets to give away to this
Look out.
sold out show.
Oh, you pick it. You pick the number.
Yeah, what color would you like?
Oh boy. 13.
Whoa, I get it. You see what she did?
I've seen that coming.
Caller 13 right now. We have got a pair of tickets to TaylorMade sold out show at Del Mar Hall. Give us a call, 314-954-1065, or in Illinois, 618-398-1065. Follow TaylorMade Band on all the socials, and we'll have you back on to talk about when you guys announce more shows.
Yes.
But in the meantime, give us a call. Have fun at Del Mar Hall, and we appreciate you coming on.
Thank you
Thanks,
so much for
Courtney.
having me. Thank you.
Thank you.
First 5 Notes on 106.5 The Arch.
First 5 Notes is brought to you by Carroll House Furniture. Love sleek, ultra-modern furniture? Shop Carroll House because you like contemporary things. Our contestant today, she can't believe she got through. Hello to Jenny from O'Fallon Ill. How you doing, Jenny?
Awesome. I'm so glad I got to I'm going to win these tickets because I have been trying to win them, listening and entering on the app every day. So,
yay. And the odds of you winning are pretty great.
It's not guaranteed, but it's pretty.
I know.
But it's a pretty.
I really hope I do good.
It's a good bet. Good bet. All right, so Jenny, you have to get 2 out of 3, and if you do, not only do you get to go to the Stiefel Theater and see Say Anything, and then question and answer with John Cusack, but you also get a $25 gift card to Piccadilly at Schnucks. It's a salad bar reimagined. Who do you want to play against?
Courtney.
All right, Jenny.
Let's make this thing happen. Jenny, here's song number 1.
Oh my goodness. Can you play it again for me?
You got to be absolutely positive. Like have no.
Oh my gosh, I'm totally drawing a blank.
If you are talking a lot and somebody doesn't want you to.
It's a band whose female lead singer went on to a really big solo career. She does some judging.
Fleetwood Mac?
No.
No.
Big band in the 90s. Really big band in the 90s. She's married to a country guy now.
Yep. Used to be married to Gavin Rossdale.
Not yes, but.
No Doubt.
There you go.
Don't speak. We had lots of negatives there. I mean, not for you, Jenny.
It's
Jenny,
it's artist in the title.
we're very hopeful for this next one.
Great work, Jenny. Let's do song number 2.
Oh, we just played that one.
Jenny.
Well, this is so much easier when just listening.
We'll give it a...
Big continent, southern hemisphere. Just start naming them off.
Africa.
Yes. All right, Jenny, that's a big win. Do you want to go for 3? Can you handle it?
I will try my best.
All right.
Thank you. That's all we asked, Jenny. Here's song number 3.
It's the Friends theme song.
Yep. What do they say over and over again? Na, 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 na.
When the rain starts to pour.
It's I'll Be There For You by the Rembrandts. Jenny, I hope you have some really good questions for John Cusack. Do you?
I do. He is like my all-time favorite 80s actor. I swear.
He's the one.
Excited.
He's your hall pass.
Yeah. She's like, I love Jim Cusack.
Yes, he is.
It doesn't matter, Jenny. You won these tickets, and you also get the $25 gift card to Piccadilly at Schnucks, a salad bar reimagined. John Cusack next Saturday, Stiefel Theater. You can get tickets, information at 1065thearch.com. Jenny doesn't have to worry about it, and we'll have another pair to give away tomorrow on The Courtney Show.
The Courtney Show.
Yacht Rock Madness, the two different brackets. What would you call it? Two matchups for today. Go cast your vote, 1065thearch.com. And the matchups are Baby Come Back against Southern Cross and Biggest Part of Me against I'd Really Love to See You Tonight. Somebody's going to win $500. And it's brought to you by the Loading Dock on the river in Grafton, Illinois. All right. Good morning to the best show ever.
What?
Tim, I've never been to the pageant, but my husband and I want to take our 6 and 8-year-old boys to their first ever concert, punk Disney style.
Love it.
Before we purchase, are the general admission tickets seats, tables, or standing?
So the balcony is seated. Those are reserved, which might be sold out already. And then every other table, seats, all that is first come, first served. And exactly how many in there. So the more, if that show sells out, there will be fewer chairs in there because they kind of take them out as they go. But they are in there for every show. It's just about kind of getting there early if you're looking for seats.
All right. Yeah. 6 and 8-year-old boys. So
it's going to be a blast. The good news is especially that 3:00 show, we don't have openers. Like we just get up there and crank it. So even if you're standing, it's not a long, like you're waiting for a bunch of acts or anything like that. It's just you show up, the door's open, we get up there, we knock it out, and you're on your way with smiles on your faces.
Hopefully.
100% guaranteed.
All right. And I didn't get to this yesterday because we had Todd Newton in. He'll be hosting The Price is Right live on stage at the Factory tonight. But he was real chatty.
Yeah. He was enjoying his time.
It was a lot of fun. But this was from Alex yesterday. I guess Augie, your son, weighed in on The People Is Dumb yesterday and thought, out of the 3, we did not pick this one, but thought the stripper that hit the guy with money should be the dummy of the day. And according to Augie, it's because she should have known there was a camera.
Oh, yeah.
She's right. Or he's right. She should have known that not to do that because there was a camera.
Yes. And I didn't get a chance to do it yesterday.
That's hilarious.
Good morning from Chicago, gang. I listened from Italy last week, too. Your world listener. P.S. Did Tim ever find out Namibia is a real place?
Huh?
I don't know.
A reference I don't remember.
I don't know. I am here just to...
Namibia? don't know.
This is a great one. Austin, I just got it. He sent a text. I think it was his first time texting. He said, "Hey, this is Austin from Marco, and I just want to let you guys know you're great." And so I said, "What's Marco?" And then he wrote back,
Polo.
Austin from Marco Technologies. We're a tech company currently traveling to Worldwide Technology in Edwardsville to install copy machines, LOL. My whole team loves listening every morning.
Nice.
Very
That's
nice.
cool.
Thank you,
Thank
Austin.
you.
Thanks.
I talked about how there were some breaches with debit or ATMs in Fairview Heights.
Yeah.
And I was like, I always do my zip code. If you swipe your debit card, you can use it as a credit card, even if it's only a debit. Select credit, it will ask for a zip code versus PIN as if it was a debit.
Oh, and then the nice thing, if you use it as a credit, I think if there's fraud, it's easier to recover.
Maybe.
Versus
That's
when
from
you use debit.
Sandra. This came in. Our pup is going to play with Max at doggy camp today. TC3 brought him in right behind us.
Your dog.
TC3?
TC1, I guess. They're confused.
My dad today, but wow.
Yeah. That's what somebody says.
Well, I mean, Max likes to party, so I hope your dog is ready. Max, he gets after it, man. He has a good time.
And
That's
now
great. That's a great spot.
we have a couple more caused a fire stories.
A lot of fires.
Question of the day was, what did you burn down accidentally? Picture this. This is how it's written. Picture this. A contractor hired by a friend to do some updates to an older home turns on some box fans to help dry mudded walls in the humid St. Louis summer. House catches fire while no one is home, burns down half the house. Adult me shuts off everything before going anywhere.
Oh, because I guess one of the fans caught on fire?
Uh-huh.
Oh, that's
Yeah, I bet this
terrifying.
person now is like there's not anything plugged in. It does freak me out too. When I leave town.
You would think a fan, you don't have to sit there and watch the fan to make sure it doesn't catch on fire.
I'm just saying. This is funny. Many years ago, my parents wanted a certain piece of antique furniture from a town a couple hours away. My boyfriend and I drove separately from them to bring it back in his truck. We got it loaded, put a blanket over it to protect it on the ride home. I threw a cigarette out the window, landed on the blanket, burned a huge hole in this antique. My parents didn't know I smoked.
You're like, I guess someone drove past us and threw a cigarette out, and it landed in the back of the truck.
You drove hours away to get this and ruined it. Thank you guys for all your texts today. A little bit of everything. We appreciate it. And if you want to listen to the podcast, I think this week of podcasts is definitely worth going in on all the great guests that we had on. And it's, of course, fueled by Salt and Smoke. But the Cheney window and door text line for you to get a hold of us before we leave, before the Great Taste Gang song of the day, which you can get at 1065thearch.com. Get your request in. 314-669-4665. There's a lot to look at on the blog today. There's that recipe for the Big Mac special sauce from a guy that used to work there. Love it. It's a TikTok.
Like a chef, not just like a burger, like a McDonald's.
He says he's a chef. He says he was a McDonald's chef.
Well, because they have people that
back in their Illinois, like in
that like create all
university
their
or whatever.
recipes and stuff. So I'm assuming that's where he's from.
Well, if you want to make it at home, there you go. I'm surprised they don't sell it.
I thought
I
thought they were selling it, or
I think you could get it on stuff when you go there, but I'm saying sell a bottle of it.
Yeah, that's a good
I
idea.
thought they had packets of it. Or am I making that up?
I've never seen a
not that
packet
I've
of it,
seen.
but I've never thought to ask.
They look, well, you ask, they're like, look around.
I'll meet you back.
I've noticed that nobody ever gives you anything anymore unless you stuff that you would think would go in the bag.
Yeah.
Like you have to ask for everything now.
Could be worse. Could be like Europe. Don't they charge you for every little thing, like ketchups and stuff like that?
Really?
I thought Chris was saying that. I know you don't fly as much as Chris, but I was sure you've encountered.
Take it back. Take it
You've
back.
encountered
Take
that
it back
somewhere.
right now.
I mean, I'm just going on what Chris says.
Oh, I'm glad you brought that up because I did put this up, and I didn't know. Everybody's got different plans for the summer and travel vacations. I put a whole definitive guide to tipping around the world.
Oh, great.
Yeah. So if you have a big trip planned, because every country has their own way of doing things.
Mm-hmm.
And so it gives you it just lets you know what to do if you're leaving the country.
Super helpful.
That's what I like to help people.
Yeah, you do.
You can see that bartender, Spring Breakers, slapping Spring Breakers. Jeff Goldblum playing Zeus cracks me up for some reason. That trailer is up there. It's a new Netflix show that's coming out. You can see that Bro Country song.
It's funny.
That's done by
There's not much of
AI.
a video to it. It's mostly you're listening to it, but it's a video.
That's it. I think that's it. There's a bunch. I mean, it's like 2 pages of links. Go waste some time, St. Louis. And don't forget to go to our website, 1065thearch.com, and vote. Yacht Rock Madness. We've got our third day. Baby Come Back by Player against Southern Cross, Crosby, Stills, Nash & Young. And those two are going facing off. And then Biggest Part of Me by Ambrosia, John Ford Coley, and England Dan.
Yeah.
I'd really love to see you tonight.
I went and voted. I thought it would maybe show you where the voting stands.
It
right
doesn't?
Now. It's not. So I'm trying to see if I could, because sometimes that's fun to look and see who's winning.
I don't even know what I think I just filled it out quickly and let my heart lead the way. So I don't even really remember. I just know that This Is It by Kenny Loggins. I picked that to go on. That was the winner from yesterday. Dreams it beat it.
Yep.
And I also picked, I think, Alan Parsons' project, Eye in the
that
Sky.
got knocked out too?
Yeah.
So you're over 2?
Your heart was wrong.
Yeah, but I don't think I had them going far, either one of those.
Okay.
So I'm not out of it, and I can't win anything. But Yacht Rock Madness is brought to you by the loading dock on the river in Grafton, Illinois.
I would just like to say that we got some really strong requests today at 1065thearch.com for our Great Taste Gang Song of the Day. But this one spoke to us. I'm a huge fan. Some would call it an unlikely collaboration, but George Michael and Aretha Franklin teamed up. The song is I Knew You Were Waiting, parentheses, for me. The requester, none other than our own Joe Fallon.
Oh, Joe Fallon.
Joe Fallon coming through with a hot one. I knew you were waiting for me. That's your Great Taste Gang Song of the Day. We appreciate you guys listening. Have a great day, and we'll see you tomorrow at 6 a.m.
Oh, hey. The Courtney Show podcast nailed it again. Everybody deserves a good pat on the back and a big glass of bourbon at Salt and Smoke. See you there.
Hurt in a car accident? Injured on the job? At Cantor Injury Law, we know how overwhelming it can feel. With over 100 years of combined local legal experience and over $500 million won, we fight to get you the justice you deserve.
You can count on Cantor Injury Law to stand by your side. You pay nothing out of pocket. We only win when you win.
When you're injured, count on Cantor. Cantor Injury Law, 314-628-9999, or visit CantorInjuryLaw.com.
You can count on Cantor.
The choice of a lawyer is an important decision and should not be based solely upon advertisements.